We're the hub for motorsports. If you love racing, this is the place to be.
Collier goes into turn 1. Foxy wall rides!
He chastained it!
Truly appreciate everybody. We love you guys. This has been Thomas and Jay in the booth, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, we are here broadcasting another race with the Nexus Sim Racing crew, the Grand Prix Series, IndyCars at Auto Club, the first oval of the year here tonight. And boy, we got 150 laps around this amazing racetrack. Auto Club, RIP, my long-lost son. I apologize, but we're back here virtually. Jay is in the booth with me tonight. Jay, how you doing?
Yes, we're here at Auto Club. We had a great truck race here last Wednesday, and now we get to bring the IndyCars Race 2 of the Grand Prix Championships here with the Nexus Sim Racing IndyCar Racing League, Open Set Racing League. The best iRacers in the business on deck here tonight. We're going to be in store for a fantastic race.
Absolutely. We're going to go into qualifying here now, but with that being said, let's real quick go over, well, we really didn't get it done tonight, but that's okay. It's a fairly cool track tonight as cars start hitting pit road. We're ready to go out on track here. Ryan Mulvey, the first one to go out on track now, as we try to pull up that camera view at the moment. There we are. On track, Ryan Mulvey to start his qualifying run tonight, going into turn 3 now.
Yeah, Ryan Mulvey here in the BMW-powered Indy car coming through turns 3 and 4 to start his qualifying lap here at Auto Club. Let's see what he does, or he's going to start his lap here this time by.
And now coming into turn 1, Ryan Mulvey is going to take it almost all the way down. He is going to take it all the way down. Get a real nice apex around the corner and now off of 2. Real nice and smooth there. Coming down the back straightaway. He's going to hit a couple bumps. And then coming to turn 3 to complete his first lap.
We'll see what he can do here off of turn 4. We'll see if he can put down a pole qualifying time here tonight. We'll see what these BMW guys can do. They were real quick last race at Sebring. See what he does this time across the line.
It is a 32.75 right now for Ryan Mulvey. Try to reload the overlay right now. Dallas Seward does top the boards right now with a 32.57. Brad Haldane in P2 with a 32.70.
Yes, Dallas up here in the Meow Mix racing car. He was gonna be, or an Indy car. He was gonna be in the booth with us tonight, but decides to go and race here with these boys in this league. So, as he currently holds that top spot right now over Steven Doughton, James Pierce, Rob Collier, and Nicholas Renner.
Absolutely, coming through turns 3 and 4 now. That's Steven Doughton, currently P2 on the board, not too far away from his teammate Dallas Seward. Now coming across the start-finish line. Let's see if he can improve on that 32.58, and it looks like he does not. So Dallas Seward right now on top of the boards. We'll go to Jeff Wubker now, coming into turn 3, currently P3 on the board.
Yeah, Jeff Wubker with a great run last week. He had a wing missing at one point of that race, kept pace with everybody up at the front of the field. We'll see what he does here off of turn 4, take it down to the white line here, see what he puts up on lap-wise.
And he does not improve for Jeff Wubker. All right, we got a couple more people on track. Let's go ahead and look at Jordan Whiting now. He's about to complete his first lap coming off of turn 4. Corey Kobe to the top of the board with a 32.57, basically tying Dallas Seward to a look at Jordan Whiting to the top. Again with the 32.56. Wow. 0.004 of a second.
Yeah, unbelievable. Your top 10 are all separated by one 1/1000 of a second. This is insane. As we're gonna continue, or as we're gonna continue here. Is this Corey Kobe? Currently said P2. See if he improves. He did not improve, so he did not go back to the top of the board.
Cameron Keeley on track right now, coming off of turn 4. He's going to complete his first lap here tonight at Auto Club with the Nexus Series. Coming across the start-finish line. Let's see where he can put that number 63, P11 right now to go into turn 1. Let's see if he can improve.
Yeah, he's going to take it down to the bottom here in 1 and 2. Drive off of 2 as fast as he can. He's going to go back to the bottom here as well. This is a little different than we've seen in a couple of those other guys. Going to pin it right down on the bottom here. Go into turn 3 across the bumps. See if he can improve on his time. Currently P11 on qualifying.
Off of turn 4 for Mr. Keeley here. And the number 63 IndyCar across the start-finish line. Let's see if he can improve. And he does one spot. That puts him P10 in front of Brad Haldane right behind Rob Collier. Now, we've got 2 cars who have not qualified so far. And that is Javon Thompson, Nicholas Pressey. We'll wait for these guys to get out on track here. And then we'll pick them up. But it looks like we may be running out of qualifying. Let's see if it's goes over 5 minutes here. Still counting it down. We may go a little bit longer here.
Yeah, maybe more guys here to make a qualifying effort here. Pretty short qualifying session we've had so far. Currently 18 guys on the board. We got Jordan Whiting, Corey Kobe, Dallas Seward, your top 3 as of the moment of qualifying. We'll see if they have enough time to get these other guys out here to qualify here for the race. The West Coast Indy 300 at Auto Club. It's going to be a great one.
Absolutely. Well, I think now would be a great time to talk a little bit about what to predict during the race. Maybe a little bit of picks that we have for tonight to watch out for. Jay, I'll let you go first as usual, but caution. It's going to be like a super speedway race with these Indy cars.
Yes, it is. I believe we're going to see some 5-wide racing today, Tom. I'm excited for it. I think we're going to see some fantastic racing. These guys going to be drafting around here at extremely high speeds, open wheel race car. It's going to be wild. It's going to be nuts. But I know he hasn't qualified yet. But I'm a believer, man. I think tonight Javon Thompson finds himself in victory lane. I've seen what he could do behind the wheel of an Indy car before. I believe this track is going to suit him perfectly here tonight. I think he's going to be carving through these boys. And by the end of the night, look for Javon Thompson to find himself in victory lane.
Yeah, that's a great choice. Like what Jay said, Dirty Air is going to play a huge factor here tonight at Auto Club. We're going to be racing in bunches a lot. We're going to be seeing lots of 3 wide, lots of 2 wide, maybe 4, maybe even 5 wide. But with that being said, I'm going to go, you know what? I'm going to go with Alexander Light tonight in the number 34 BMW, as we do now have a car on track, and that is Nicholas Pressey coming off of turn 4 now. He's about to start his qualifying run, and let's see what that number 94 can do tonight.
Yes, he's going to cross the line now to start his first lap here in qualifying. See if he could put this thing up towards the front of this field. Had a really good showing on the last race there at Sebring. Had a little bit of issues there in the middle of the race that affected his finish, but really quick here in this number 94 as he is going down the backstretch now, headed for turn 3.
Now into turn 3, he's going to go all the way down to the bottom, take the shortest way around the track. Nicholas Pressey coming off of turn 4 now, going all the way down to the apron. Again, trying to make the track as short as possible. Let's see what he does here. A P5 with a 32.58. These guys are so close together. A 32.578 as now Javon Thompson's coming down the back straightaway to try and complete his first run, his first lap.
Yeah, here comes Javon Thompson. He's already on a purple sector 1 here in qualifying. Here he is through turns 3 and 4. Let's see if he can put this thing on the top of the pole board here at Auto Club off of turn 4 down the front stretch now. Let's see what he does here in qualifying.
Across the line he goes. And to the top he goes! A 32.45 for Javon Thompson. What a run that 93 had. Holy cow, he blew everybody else out of the water. A 10th quicker than Jordan Whiting in P2.
Yeah, I had a good feeling there about Javon Thompson here tonight. That's why I took him. Before I even saw him hit the qualifying times here on the board, I just said tonight is the night. I believe we see Javon Thompson in victory lane. He not only does the qualifying pole, but he did it by a pretty good margin there, by a whole 10th over second place Jordan Whiting. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that is a great run for sure. A 10th over second place, which is it's like saying in the Daytona 500 with the stock cars, the pole winner beat second place by a 10th. You don't hear about that. That's Javon's got a rocket ship tonight.
Absolute rocket ship. Double purple sectors. He went faster in both half of the track here compared to everybody else. Unbelievable. Unbelievable time there in qualifying.
All right, we're looking at just about 30 seconds left in qualifying. Everybody has taken a lap, and we will watch the timer count down, and then we'll grid up and go racing. 150 laps here tonight at Auto Club. It's going to set up for some awesome, great side-by-side racing throughout the whole entire race. I am predicting clean air is going to come out of premium. Remember that dirty air is what's really going to hurt these drivers going around the track, burning up some tire. And we're going to see a lot of different strategies too. We talked a little to Brad Haldane before the race. We may be going into a little bit of a fuel saving strategy. And yeah. Look, we just know that there is going to be a lot of strategy out on track right now. But with that being said, everybody is now coming down pit road for warm-up. Let's go ahead and bring down Javon Thompson, our pole winner for tonight. Javon, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Wow, what a phenomenal qualifying lap you put in there. A 10th quicker than second place. How did you do that?
I just did a lot of practice over the course of the night. I was up till like 4 a.m. just practicing my lap. Because I know track position is at a premium.
4 a.m. That's dedication right there. I don't know what dedication doesn't look like. If you don't know what dedication looks like, That's staying up till 4 a.m. and practicing, getting this set up right. Hey, congratulations on your poll tonight, Jay. I'm gonna hand it off to Jay. Jay's probably got some questions for you, but congratulations once again, Jay. Take it away.
Yes, Javon, congratulations. What a lap you put down here in qualifying. I took you here at the top as my favorite to win tonight. So what is your strategy starting at the front of the field here tonight?
Just trying to stay in front of the mess that is going to be the middle of the pack. It's going to be really dangerous tonight right around that area. So my plan is to just be there at the end and just stay in front of everybody.
That sounds like the best strategy right there. Just stay out in front and find yourself in victory lane at the end of the night. One more question. Who do you have to thank for this qualifying performance here tonight, Javon?
Really, SK, he gave me a lot of advice as to what to do with the car. Nicholas Pressy as well. He gave me a lot of advice as to how the car should handle.
All right, well, there you have it. Javon, once again, topping the billboard. Congratulations, and we'll see you out there. Good luck on your race tonight, and congratulations on your pole.
Thank you.
All right, pole winner for tonight, Javon. Now we're watching some good battles. Look, these guys, this is a great opportunity to go out there, race in a pack, and try to get some data for the race.
Yes, exactly. Get one last chance to shake it down. Put your race setup on your race car right now. See what you could do around a little bit of traffic here early on before we roll into the race. But we got Dallas in the chat. Says Javon. We got Telltaps. Telltaps is back in the chat. Dirty Air. Yes, Dirty Air. Be a big factor. And then look who it is. It's old Tim Henderson. He's back in the chat. Says, look at that Subaru.
Timmy, where you been, my guy? We miss you.
Yes, we miss you a lot. Thanks everybody for tuning in here tonight. We're in for some great racing. Some of our members up here in the chat giving a little bit of comments here before we get into racing here tonight. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited, Tom. I'm looking forward to this ever since we scheduled it. Ever since it was announced. I'm ready for some IndyCar oval racing here in the Grand Prix Championships. Let's shake it up a little bit. I like it.
Last week we had a great battle at Sebring Modified where we saw Logan Raggioni, right? Was it Logan?
No, it was James Pierce.
James Pierce.
Won the
My
race.
bad.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Where we saw James Pierce absolutely walk away from the field. We saw a great comeback by Steven Ritters and a great drive by Travis Smith. The podium there last week. Now this week, completely different discipline. These guys are going to be going around an oval 200 plus miles an hour, having to deal with some dirty air, some draft. And it's a completely different way to drive these cars. And we're going to be seeing some different people out front, like Javon Thompson, who's up on top of the pole. Dallas Seward up on top as well, who also comes in here and helps us broadcast some races. He's out there tonight making a great run. And, again, just a completely different discipline these guys are going to have to go through tonight. It's going to make for some great racing.
Yes, we're going to see some fantastic racing. Like I said at the top, I think we're going to see 5 wide at some point in this race, Tom. I think these guys are going to be getting it. Maybe you're at the restart. We might see a little bit of 5 wide. I like what Javon said, though. Javon says, I'm going to just keep this thing out front and stay out of the mess. And I think that is the best strategy you could ask for right there. It's the best place to be, I believe, right there at the front of the field.
Absolutely. Telltap's back in the chat. Reason I couldn't race tonight was due to a broken wheel. Getting a new one soon, so hopefully I don't miss the next one. Well, that sucks. But you know what, Telltaps? We'll be here. We'll be waiting for you. Can't wait for you to join this action here with Nexus. So, with that being said, cars are gridding up. Let's go through our grid to give you guys a good indication of who we're going to be seeing tonight. Javon Thompson on top tonight, getting that pole position in the number 93 Honda Performance, with Jordan Whiting on the outside of him in the number 24 Chevrolet, starting P2.
Starting P3, that's Corey Kobe in the number 86 Ford Racing Machine, with Dallas Seward in the number 38 Porsche.
Stephen Downton starting P5 tonight in the number 09 Zip Tie Hyundai, with Nicholas Pressy on the outside of him in number 94 Nissan, starting P6.
Starting P7, that's Alexander Light, the number 34 BMW M-Team Ram, with Jeff Wubker in the number 92 Chevy, starting P8.
Nick Renner in the Limitless Esports, number 945, starting P9 tonight, with James Pierce in the John Cooper Mini, number 1, starting P10.
Starting P11, that's Rob Showtime Collier in the number 02 Zip Tie Hyundai, with Cameron Keeley in the number 63 Mazda Zoom. Entry here, rounding out your top 12 starters here tonight in the West Coast Indy 300 at Auto Club.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Greg Court in the chat thought I would drop by and support the league. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. We appreciate the comment. And you coming out here and showing some support. That's pretty awesome. Thank you so much for that. As we're going to gear up to do 150 laps around here at Auto Club in the IndyCars. And it's going to be a fantastic time. We're waiting on one driver, Alexander Light, my pick for tonight. Having a hard time gridding up that car right now. But, nonetheless, he's got 6 seconds before he gets forgotten in the dust. And my pick. Oh, there he goes! Alexander Light on the grid now. And look at this. We're going to watch this pace car roll off of pit road. And then we're going to see Javon take control of this restart. That beautiful blue and black Red Bull car.
That's a great looking car. It's a bullet, man. That thing has
bullet.
got some mighty fast speed in it tonight. Gonna rep that Red Bull livery. That's a good omen. Also like this one too here, the American flag car here on the Jordan Whiting number 24. Love it. American flag 24 like Gordon. Hell yeah, that's America right there.
All right, Jay, cars are on track. We're about to go green flag racing with the lights off on the pace car. Any last thoughts before we take the green flag?
Yes, the best iRacers in the business here in the Nexus Grand Prix Championships at Auto Club, round 2 of this great season, this great series. We're taking it oval racing, baby, here at Auto Club, one of the last great gems that no longer exists here on planet Earth. We get to experience it here on iRacing. And these guys are going to put on one well of a show. 3, 4, maybe even 5 wide racing here at Auto Club.
Yeah, it's going to be phenomenal, especially at the start of this race. We're going to be seeing these guys fan out and try to grab as much position as they can. And it's just going to be wild. Motions in the chat. Oh, man. Oh, made it just in time. Yes, sir. You're about to witness some craziness here. With some Indy cars at Auto Club coming off of turn 4 now. The pace car is already off the racing surface and down pit road. Control to Javon Thompson now as he comes into the restart zone. And let's see, green flag is out in the air, and Javon already getting a huge jump, already executing on his plan to get away from the craziness. We're going to go back here to P4 where we see a side-by-side with Dallas Seward and Corey Kobe going into turn 1. As you can see, Dallas taking that outside line. He's going to squeeze back in here and hold on to P4 going down the back straightaway. But here we go. This is side-by-side battle going into turn 1, and Javon Thompson's coming back on the inside.
Yeah, we are wheel to wheel here through 3 and 4. Javon on the inside, Whiting on the outside. Unbelievable contest for the lead here early. Who's going to lead lap 1? Maybe a little bit of a drag race here. Looks like Javon, your pulsator, is going to lead lap 1 here at Auto Club.
Still side by side for the lead now. Going into turn 1, Javon taking the inside line, the shortest way around the track. And Whiting on the outside. He's going to have to come back in line with Javon as we're starting to fan out now. 2 wide in the cars behind him as now Javon holds very strong onto that lead. Whoa, we're 3 wide back here. That's Nicholas Renner. Nicholas Pressey is on the inside and Alexander Light in the middle. Or no, excuse me, that was Steven Downton. Now look at him up into the P5 position as now we're seeing Corey Kobe on the outside. He might be looking for the lead in turn 1.
Yeah, as everybody's fanning out as we getting closer together here. We're looking at 4 wide here off of turn 2. These guys are darting all over the place trying to find some speed. It looks like Steven Doubt leading that outside charge. But here comes, I believe this is this Matt Yost in the 70 car. He's going to go 4 wide through the middle here. Unbelievable through turns 3 and 4. Off of 4, we're still 4 wide.
Still 4 wide off of turn 4 as everybody's jockeying for position. Coming across the start-finish line, Javon does lead that lap as the craziness, as Javon said, ensues in the back. 3 wide for P3. Almost Matt Yost taking that outside lane. He's not going to be able to make much of it. But here comes Rob Collier down the middle, down the back straightaway now.
Yes, this is great. Look at Showtime. Oh, we got a guy pull out a line here. I believe that is James Pierce, your winner of Sebring. He's going to try and make this outside work. He's to the outside of Renner. Here comes Showtime with a big run here off of turn 4. We're 3 wide, all behind Javon. Here comes Whiting trying to find some speed here underneath Javon. Not going to make it happen. We're still 3 wide into turn 1.
3 wide into turn 1 for P3. Rob Collier on the outside. James Pierce being the meat in that sandwich, but Nick Renner overcomes on the inside, and now he's going to pull out and try to go side by side with Jordan Whiting. He does, and here he comes to the leader. He's to the outside, and he's going to lose a little bit of positions here. Here comes James Pierce now up the middle on the outside of Jordan Whiting off of turn 4.
Yeah, James Pierce with a big run here. Renner searching behind. He's going to take it 3 wide across the line. He's going to be a big move to the outside. Can he make it happen here into turn 1? Trying to roll the momentum on the outside as we got these guys still 3 wide back here. Matt Yost up on the outside. Is it Gregory Scholl there in the middle? Here's Renner looking for a move. Here comes Whiting to the outside of Javon down the back.
Whiting making that quick move to go to the outside, almost 4 wide there into turn 3, still 3 wide though. Jordan Whiting being the meat in the sandwich, and James Pierce taking away that P2 position from Jordan Whiting now. Coming across the start-finish line, Javon Thompson still out front as the jockeying for position gets even more crazier. 4 wide into turn 1 now as Nicholas Renner finds himself in P2 on the outside of James Pierce off of turn 2.
Yeah, Renner still wheel to wheel here with James Pierce. That's for P2. Javon continues lead on the inside. Here comes Whiting. He's going to go 3 wide to the outside. We got a 3 wide battle for the lead here through 3 and 4. Oh, maybe. Oh, it's close to contact there by Renner and Whiting. They hold on to it. We're 4 wide here. 4 wide across the line here as Javon continues to lead.
Coming down the front straightaway, almost contact there as Nicholas Renner got a little upset down the front straightaway into turn 1 now. Nicholas Renner side by side with P2 as everybody else is jockeying for clean air now and trying to get a draft at the same time. You can see Dallas Seaworth there pulling out in front of Rob Collier. 4 wide into turn 3. Rob thinks better of it as Dallas goes all the way to the wall, and everybody else almost single files it out in the top 5. Nicholas Renner still on the outside. Here comes Gregory Scholl to the inside for P4. Oh, who's that? Cameron Keeley? Somebody had a big moment there coming down the front straightaway. I think it was Steven Downton.
Yeah, that was a big moment going right through the grass. Was able to hang on to it, though. That was incredible. As Renner's right there in front of Collier in this middle line, and we got another guy going up to the outside. I believe that's Alexander Light. Here comes Gregory Scholl. He's going to get a great run on Whiting here. We might be side by side here for P3. Whiting and Scholl off of turn 4 as the rest of the field continues. Oh, he gets tight there. Oh my goodness, Renner shoots the gap in the middle. He's trying to get to the front of this field. He's been digging all day long. Here comes Matt Yost. He's got it 3 wide here into turn 1.
3 wide into turn 1. Matt Yost trying to make something happen on the outside as he's stuck up there with little to no help as Nicholas Renner now fighting for that P3 position. Here comes Rob Collier on the outside of Nicholas Renner down the back straightaway and into turn 3. It looks like Rob's going to have a little bit of help from teammate Matt Yost behind him as they go through turns 3 and 4, but it looks like that outside lane fades way too much in the draft. Oh, we got contact in the back. Who is...
That was both, that was Scholl and that was the Alexander Light card, both teammates.
Scholl and Light. Teammates finding themselves in trouble here. Unfortunate. Lots of damage to that car. He's going to have to take a quick repair there to get that car back out on track. Let's go and look at Greg as he's coming through turns 1 and 2. Real slow there. And it looks like he's got a little left rear wheel damage there. He's going to have to get that repaired. Maybe a quick repair is in the making for it. Let's go back and look at this replay, though, because there was a lot going on there.
Yeah, I believe that was all of the M-Team Ram cars. I think Mulvey was involved as well. Big collision there by all the teammates here.
See, off at turn 4. Oh, he was reacting to the 63. Didn't want to hit the 70. And, oh, he clipped his teammate just barely. Steven Downton's in it. Big hit there. Let's go down to Steven Downton here. His right front is big broke. as Greg Shaw goes spinning. Ooh, who is that? Is that Takeshi Kita? It is. Oh, he's real loose. Man, clips Travis Smith there. Does he save it? Oh, he doesn't. Just the front wing, which is not bad. You could replace the front wing without taking a quick repair. But if we go live now, we got lots of cars down pit road at the moment. Jeff Webker electing to stay out, not taking a pit stop here. So let's see if these guys do take tires at all. It didn't really look like it.
Yeah, maybe just getting some fuel. Like you said at the beginning there with when we were talking to Brad Haldane, said fuel could be a factor tonight. So maybe just getting a little bit extra fuel for this next long run. I like the strategy here by Wubker though. Get some track position. Didn't have it. Let's just see what we can do when we do have the track position to put yourself maybe at a little bit of disadvantage on fuel wise compared to guys around you. But track position's proven key here, and we've seen these guys try to make moves on the outside. Nothing's really developed to be able to get by the race leader Javon. So now that he can control this race, let's see what he can do. Yeah,
absolutely. That clean air, again, comes at a premium. And Jeff Webker is going to be able to control this restart and try to keep the cars behind him. Javon did a great job keeping all those cars behind him as they were trying to attack him on that restart. So it's going to be interesting what Jeff can do here in the same similar position as everybody else. Now Javon on the apron here. Let's see if he comes back down pit road for maybe a little bit more fuel here as he comes off at turn 4. No, he's just going to ride the apron now. Gregory Shaw still on pit road at the moment. And Nick Pressey does elect to come down pit road, maybe to top off a little bit on fuel, try to go for that long run.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is a great call. He's already back there in 15th, so he doesn't really necessarily have the track position. I don't think you have anything to lose here by getting a little bit more fuel in that race car. Unfortunate there for, yes, I believe it's Gregory Shaw still on pit road. So unfortunate, the damage he had early. He was definitely a contender here at the front of the field early in this race. He was making moves up there to P3 at one point. So unfortunate.
Absolutely. Greg Court back in the chat. Man, SK really can't catch a break. That's the truest statement I've ever heard in my life. Honestly. As
yeah. It's so unfortunate.
As now Jeff Webker in that P1 position, Javon Thompson in P2, Jordan Whiting in P3, James Pierce in P4, Dallas Seward rounding out your top 5. Couple of other notables, Rob Collier in P6, Stephen Doughton P7, and Matt Yost P10. Cameron Keeley is P9, a great LMP2 driver for our Sunday series. Brad Haldane P12, Steven Ritter's back in P15 after that amazing Sebring drive. Travis Smith, already stepping on the podium one time this year, finds himself in P16. Alexander Light, after a little bit of damage there and having to take a quick repair, finds himself P17. Ryan Mulvey, P19 at the moment, 1 lap down. Motion's showing some support for Mulvey. Oh, we're green flag right now. Single file restarts as we come across the line. Jeff Webker is going to be able to hold on to P1 now going into turn 1. These guys got a lot of space in between them now as we go through turns 1. Not a lot of battling happening right now as we do have Matt Yost on the outside of Nick Renner off of turn 2.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting off this restart. We see Matt Yost make an early move, moving himself up to P9 past Renner. Let's see if he can continue this roll that he's got off this restart. Got a great restart. Cameron Keeley all over the gearbox of that guy back there. But here comes Whiting as Javon's back to the front of the field here on lap 15. Whiting's trying to follow him through past Wubker.
Now into turn 1, Jordan Whiting's going to try to take over that P2 position. He does. That dirty air proving really difficult for Jeff right now off of turn 2 as Javon takes that lead back very quickly. And here comes Whiting to the outside of Javon now. He's got a nose on Javon into turn 3. Still side by side. Wheel-to-wheel action here at Auto Club. Turn 4 is now complete off of turn 4. Javon holds on to P1.
Yeah, Whiting tried to make that move. We've seen that several times in this race. That outside line's not able to prevail on that through 3 and 4. Javon still leading this race, but here comes a field. Whoa, Dallas just got shot out of a rocket ship. Holy cow, he's up to P3. Where did he come from? He's got to run on Whiting now down the back. This is great action up here at the front as Dallas is trying to take the lead of this race.
Side by side with the leader now after getting shot out of a cannon into turn 3. He's to the outside. This is not the place he wants to be at the moment, but he's going to try to slide back down. No, he's going to stay to the outside of Whiting now across the start-finish line. Dallas Seaward in P3. Is he going to try to sneak in here? No, he doesn't have the room. Now going into turn 1, he's going to be side by side with James Pierce as they come off at turn 2. A little bit of a drag race down the back straightaway.
Oh, Matt Yost with a real aggressive move to the inside of Dallas Seaward. He's 3 wide here. Oh, Dallas in front of Showtime. They're all way up against the boards up here. This is great action. We're looking at 4 wide here through 3 and 4. Here comes Cameron Keeley through the middle. Here comes Whiting, maybe challenging for the race lead again.
To the outside once again on his teammate Javon Thompson, now going into turn 1. Still to the outside. He's not going to be able to make anything happen though, as that inside lane is just so dominant at the moment. And here comes Steven Down to the rear bumper to 24. He shoots it to the outside. 3 wide down the back straightaway and into turn 3. Steven Down on the outside.
Oh, we had wheel contact there between Whiting and James Pierce, but look at Steven Down and Matt Yost behind him. These guys working that outside. Here comes Showtime. Oh, he's squirrely there off of 4. Get a little bit of checkup there before he runs in the back of the 24 of Whiting. Is Whiting still trying to work this inside or this outside line as James Pierce is trying to move up to P2? We're still duking it out back here as you see Steven Down using a real wide line as Showtime's up to P4. Off
of turn 2, the 24 still on the outside. He's trying to make something happen here. Here comes Rob. He's got a huge run now. He got a nose for P2. As we're 3 wide for P2 now. 4 wide, almost 4 wide with Matt Yost sitting there off of turn 4. And it's not going to materialize at all, but Matt Yost is going to come back on the outside for more of a 3 wide situation as Jordan Whiting goes side by side for P2 into turn 1.
Yeah, as we are got side-by-side action, 2-3 rows deep here as Whiting and James Pierce are wheel-to-wheel here. Keeley and Collier are side-by-side here. Here comes Steven Down with a big run. Here comes Collier going 3 wide. Look at the run that Steven Down's got 4 wide into turn 3. Unbelievable contact might have been made. Unbelievable, they held on to it there. And Steven Down's losing some time here.
Now coming down the front straightaway, that was a really sketch situation there for Jordan, but he holds on. James Pierce to the outside. Cameron Keeley now ripping the board through turns 1. He's got Steven Down on the inside of him. Watch Steven Down once again off of turn 2. He's going to get that run. He's going to look to the outside. Here he comes. He's getting shot out of a cannon down the back straightaway. He's going to go wheel to wheel with Javon into turn 3. Look at him go. He's still holding on to that as he gets by Jordan Whiting now off of turn 4. And he's going to hold on to that P2 position, stick it to the outside at the moment.
Yeah, we're 3 wide here for P2. Look at, oh, here comes Matt Yost 4 wide into turn 1. Look at Matt Yost, he's flying right now. His Collier's going to be right behind him. These guys are just swapping positions. It's hard to keep track of where they're running, but here they are with big, massive runs here. Here comes, is that Mulvey back there that is making a move to the inside of Yost? Unbelievable. That's Travis Smith. There it comes on the outside. We got some more action. Here comes Cameron Keeley to the outside.
Off at turn 4, now 3 wide for P2, and that's Cameron Keeley on the outside. Look at Matt Yost once again shooting to the outside. He's got a little bit of a run here. Now going into turn 1, 3 wide into turn 1 for P3, as these guys are duking it out like no other right now. Those runs are gold right now. Everybody needs a run to try to get around Javon, as Javon just has the rocket ship to beat tonight. Nobody can pass him on the outside unless possibly they can get a run. Jordan Whiting on the outside of James Pierce now through 3 and 4. Off of 4 now, Javon is still leading this race.
Yes, now we're going to fan out here across the start-finish line as we got a little bit of 3 wide action here for P2. James Pierce on the bottom. Jordan Whiting with a massive run here into turn 1. Can he make it happen? He's still got the run on the outside. He might be able to clear the one of Pierce off of the corner. No, they're going to stay side by side. Cameron Keeley lurking back there, trying to find some action here. He's going to take it to the outside. We're 3 wide again. This could be for the leader because Matt Yost trying to make it 4 wide here.
4 wide for second place through 3 and 4 at the moment, and Matt Yost is going to lose a little bit of steam here as Jordan Whiting stays to the outside of James Pierce. Here comes Rob Collier to the outside. He's taking it 3 wide for P2 now, all the way on the outside, ripping the boards. He's going to lose a little bit of time here, but let's see if he can get the draft down the back straightaway and get back to the front here. He's got a little bit of help from Matt Yost, as now Matt Yost takes him 3 wide into turn 3.
Yeah, this is a big run here coming by Cameron Keeley. He's going to take it to the outside. So impressive. Jordan Whiting's able to stay side by side here. Here comes Collier. Oh, that got real tight there. Contact is made. Oh, my goodness. They hung on to it. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here comes Dallas. Here comes Alexander Light. He's coming to the front of the field.
Coming to the front of the field as he's got his teammate to the inside of him. James Pierce still holding on, or now he's in P3. Jordan Whiting get that P2 position. Here comes Rob Collier with a little bit of help from Matt Yost down the back straightaway. Dallas Seward, look at him go. He's got the run. He's got the draft. He might take it to the outside. Oh, contact with second and third. Dallas, he's got the run. He's got the patience. Here he comes to the outside of Jordan Whiting. Down the front straightaway.
Yeah, a little bit of contact there. These guys are doing just a fantastic job not to wreck when they make these contact. Oh, Dallas and Kaylee dang near made contact at a turn 1. They're going to hang on to it. But look at Whiting. He's got to run. He's really making this outside line work to his advantage. He's side by side with Javon for the lead. Here comes Dallas. Oh, contact with Jordan Whiting as we're going through 3 and 4 now.
3 wide for second place there for just a moment. 4 wide. Oh, Dallas gets real high there. Almost makes wall contact. Oh, he does. He does make wall contact. That is not what you want to do with these open wheel cars. And now we're 3 wide for second place into turn 1. Jordan Whiting, the meat in that sandwich. He's going to prevail here. Taking that middle line. James Pierce on the inside at the moment as they still go side by side down the back straightaway. Watch for runs here as we go into turn 3.
Oh, 3 wide, tight action. Keeley and Whiting might have made contact there. Here comes Matt Yost to the rear gearbox of the 63. Here comes Dallas Seward. We're looking at 4 wide here. Travis Smith on the bottom. Kaylee's the meat in the sandwich here. This is huge. Here comes Alexander Light. He's got a massive run here into turn 1. He thinks better of it. These guys continue 3 lanes of 2 wide racing behind your leader.
Off of turn 2 now, still side by side for P2 as James Pierce holds strong onto that inside line. Look at the run. Cameron Keeley's getting to the outside, 3 wide into turn 3. Here comes Dallas Seward with a run to the outside of Matt Yost. Let's see if he can get anywhere with it. Off of turn 4 now, coming down the front straightaway. He's taking, oh, we got a wreck. It's Brad Haldane. He goes through the grass. He's going to hold on to it. Unbelievable! Look at what he did there! He did not wreck that car! Wow, he's still in it! As we go back to the front now, we're still side by side. We're side by side for the lead now. Jordan Whiting on the outside of Javon.
Yeah, Jordan Whiting has been really the only car all night long to be able to go side by side with your race leader. He's working this outside line over, still to the outside of James Pierce. Looks like Pierce might be able to clear him there. But here's Matt Yost, Dallas Seward way up to the outside. Kaylee right behind Whiting. Here comes Travis Smith on the inside line. He's following these boys through. Look, and we got another car way up against the boards here. I believe that's Renner. He's making his way back to the front of the field.
Off of turn 2 now, still side by side for second place. Jordan Whiting's trying to get something done here. Look at Dallas Seward. He's trying to develop that run now going into turn 3, taking it 4 wide, but he's not going to be able to make anything of it. Nothing materializes for himself off of turn 4 as everybody's still trying to jockey now for a little bit of draft on the front straightaway to see if they can make any moves. That dirty air's got to be taking place now with these guys side by side, 3 wide into turn 1. Wow, real close there for Nicholas Renner and Cameron Keeley. Now coming off of turn 2. Looks like Javon still holding very strong onto that lead.
Yeah, Javon doing just a fantastic job keeping that thing pinned around the white line. But here comes the 63 of Cameron Kaylee around the outside of Whiting. We're going to go door to door, or wheel to wheel here, excuse me, off of turn 4. Here comes James Pierce back to the inside of Whiting. He's been up here all race long, keeping that car consistent and relevant up here at the front of the field. Cameron Keeley, oh, wheel to wheel between Pierce and Whiting into turn 1.
Side by side for P2 still as Cameron Keeley's trying to make a run develop here off of turn 2. Let's see what he can do. That's Greg Shaw becoming a lap car at the moment. And this is going to get interesting here. What is Javon going to do when he comes up to this lap car? As you can see very close that Javon gets now. He's going to get a little bit of a draft here. Try to get a little bit of a gap between himself and second place of James Pierce now going into turn 1. Greg Shaw's going to go high. That's huge. That is huge for Javon as now James Pierce and Jordan Whiting go side by side off of turn 2.
Yeah, James Pierce and Jordan Whiting been duking it out for P2 basically all race long. As now Whiting has gotten cleared of the one of Pierce. Now he's going to take it to the outside of Javon. This is for the race lead. He had a massive run. Can he keep the momentum rolling here on the outside? We're duking it out for the lead. Cameron Cayley, here he comes 3 wide. Oh, it's 3 wide across the line. Cayley led that lap. Unbelievable. Here comes Yost.
4 wide in a turn 1 for the lead. Javon Thompson to the inside at the moment. He's going to hold on to that P1 position. That inside lane is so strong as now we go 4 wide for P4. These guys are duking it out. Nick Renner now going to the outside 3 wide for P2 in a turn 3 as it's still 3 wide for P4 at the moment as these guys continue to duke it out. Look at Cameron Keeley. He lost a lot of time. Oh, we got contact in the back. That's Alexander Light.
Oh, more teammates. Oh, it's Light and Shaw. Again, right here on the front stretch. Unbelievable.
These guys are like magnets tonight.
This isn't a new thing, though. We've seen this many times before, especially in the NASCAR series between these two.
We sure have. We sure have. Let's go back and look at that. Very interesting what happened as coming off of turn 4. Go on board with Greg Shaw here. Oh, man. That is just a little bit of a racing incident there, I would say, between Greg Shaw and Alexander Light. The bad thing is Greg Shaw may have already taken his quick repair. Alexander Light definitely already took a quick repair. If he's got any wheel damage, he's just going to have to wait on those repairs. Not going to be able to roll out that backup car because he is in his backup car. As we'll go back live here. We'll see if anybody comes down pit road. Because maybe 37 laps on some tires. Maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to see tires here for these boys up front. Javon doing a fantastic job leading this race. I believe he's led all but maybe 2 laps this entire race. Unbelievable. Keeley even led a lap there just before it went to yellow. He did a great job making that outside line work. But these front 2 have been doing a great job. James Pierce as well there in P3. This is going to be huge here. Let's see if these guys take tires and who can win the race off pit road. Could be the race winning move here.
Absolutely. An opportunity for somebody to get out front and lead that pack. In the chat right now, Racing Gearhead, yeesh, that was an extended period of time. Side by side for everyone. You can't get it much better than here with Nexus. These guys are top grade A drivers. Open setup IndyCar drivers here tonight. Corey Kobe elects to stay out at the moment. So we'll go back to Javon here. Let's see if he gets some tires. He does. Car goes up in the air. 4 tires is going on. Let's see. Oh, James Pierce. It's going to be... No, Javon's going to get it. James Pierce comes out P3. Jordan Whiting does take that P2 position home. Cameron Keeley P4. Rob Collier P5.
Yeah, that first pit box is going to be a huge advantage to Javon Thompson all night long. Takes advantage of it. That pole coming in clutch here for Javon. James Pierce, though, what a great drive there off the pit road as well. Almost got by Whiting. Those guys have been about top 3 all night long, really working that inside line. But we got Corey Kobe out on the track. We'll see if he makes a pit stop or not. Maybe wanting to get that track position. We saw this with Webker earlier. Didn't quite work out for him. We'll see if maybe Corey Kobe can have a little bit better luck.
Corey Kobe in that Ford Racing Dallara IndyCar race car as he's coming through 3 and 4 now. Elects not to pit. Let's see if he does take the opportunity, though, off of turn 4 to come down pit road as he is classified as the leader at the moment. And looks like he is not going to come down pit road. So, with that being said, we should be crossing the start-finish line. Lights will be off on the pace car. And we will wait for the confirmation of that as the pace car comes close to the start-finish line. There it is. And the lights are off on the pace car. We're going green flag racing this time by single file restart. Ready to get back at the action.
Yes. We're going to go back racing again. This has been great. We're going to have start lap 40 when we get the green flag here. Another single file restart. Your top 4 or 5 here going to be trying to get the best restart they can get. Javon, you know he's going to want to try to get back to the lead. He's going to have his eyes set on Corey Kobe early, try to get to the lead, hold that inside line, do what he's been doing all race long, controlling the front of this field. We'll see if somebody else can maybe match him here, get a good restart, maybe take advantage of Javon and get to the front of this field and start controlling it themselves.
Yeah, this could spell trouble for Javon, as he hasn't had to drive in the pack yet. Although he did stay up till 4 a.m. working on this setup. I'm sure he put a lot of time into it. And Javon might be just as good of a pack racer as he is a leader. Might see that 93 back out front. As he's already done it one time. He's already done it one time with Jeff Webker. So we're going to keep our eye on this 93 as they're coming through turns 3 and 4 now. Pace car is going to come off the racing surface. Control to Corey Kobe in the number 86. As they come off of turn 4 now. Let's see when he takes off. Off of turn 4. Everybody's bunching up. And the green flag is out in the air. Corey Kobe gets a great jump over Javon, as Javon holds a 0.3 of a second gap between these two cars. And they're going to go into turn 1. Javon's going to have a huge run now through turns 1 and 2. Let's see what he can do here with it off of turn 2. Coming through 1 and 2 now off of turn 2. Javon, he's already got that gap really close now. And the caution is out.
Ooh.
Richard Swindell in the Kia-powered IndyCar going around here. Let's see what happened here on this yellow flag regarding... oh, well, I could already see it. He hit that yellow line, or white line, through turns 1 and 2. It's going to get real loose here. Yep. Oh, Matt Yost.
Dang, we might have to go on an onboard there with Matt Yost. That was insane. The closing rate there.
Yes, let's go on board with Matt Yost. Let's try to get a good position here. The Dega Boys cam. So we're coming through turns 1 and 2 right now. We're going to go nice and slow. We can see the, well, I don't know what the heck happened there. All right, he's starting to go sideways here. Matt Yost taking evasive actions. Wow, he was close. Does he make wall contact? Oh, he does. A little bit of wheel damage there for the right front. You saw it shrink just a little bit there as he's coming off of turn 2. Now, he might have to come down pit road and fix that. So we'll go back here. Richard Swindell down pit road at the moment, missing a little bit of right front wing there. Rob Collier down pit road. Corey Kobe down pit road. Here comes Matt Yost now. Down pit road. Jeff Webker. Dallas Seward down pit road. Nicholas Pressey. Alexander Light. Alexander does get back out on track. Look at that.
Wow, that's game-changing right there. I thought he had already used his quick repair. Guess not. That's big. That's big right there. A little bit of strategy call here by these guys. Top it off of fuel. We just did have that caution, but... if you get some extra fuel in this race car, that might mean good for you towards the end of this race.
Absolutely. 4 tires going on Corey Kobe's machine. So he's now coming out of his pit box. Dallas Seward also coming out of his pit box. It didn't look like he took tires there. Maybe just a little bit of fuel for that number 38 machine. So he's coming out of pit road in that Porsche-powered IndyCar. So we go back up to the front. Javon finds himself once again leading the field.
Yeah, my question, I guess, here though is he hasn't been the leader on these restarts, the last 2 restarts. So is that gonna maybe play a little bit of a favor towards Jordan Whiting here on this restart? Now that he's gonna have the draft here behind Javon, Javon's not gonna have a draft behind a car that he's following on a restart. This could be interesting.
Yeah, I think that's a great question, Jay, and I think that advantage does go to P2 at the moment. We see the run that Javon was getting down the back straightaway just on Corey Kobe in front of him. If you get that run enough through turns 1 and 2 and get a really big, arrow push there, or I'm sorry, you get a really big draft there coming off at turn 2 and really make it stick to the racetrack, Jordan Whiting might be in the best position right now. Javon's going to have to play super defensive going through turns 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. If he can hold him off there, though, Javon has a really good shot to stay out front.
Yeah, I believe so. I think he's going to do exactly what he's been doing all race long. Take it just the shortest way around the racetrack on the bottom. Force Whiting to make the move on the outside. I think that's all you really can do because like you said, I think he might just be a sitting duck. I think Whiting is going to be in the catbird seat here on this restart.
Well, we're about to find out nonetheless. Javon Thompson starting up top now, going through turns 1 and 2. Jordan Whiting starting P2. James Pierce P3. Cameron Keeley P4. And Travis Smith P5. These guys, the 63 and the 69 being some sort of affiliates here with BMW. Takeshi Kita in P6. Nick Renner P7. Steven Downton P9. Steven Ritter's P8. Steven Ritter's P9 with that incredible Sebring drive that he had. And then Brad Haldane rounding out your top 10 at the moment. We have 18 cars on the lead lap. Richard Swindell, 1 lap down. Greg Schall might be coming back out on track here. Just about 7 laps down. 8 laps down. So now Javon is coming through turns 3 and 4. And we're going to watch him take control of this restart and restart the field. Pace car is coming off the racing surface now. And control to Javon. Jordan Whiting's getting real close to the rear bumper here off of turn 4. Going to try to mitigate any jump that he can. But Javon getting a great jump now. And might want to see what this battle develops into. The bigger jump that Javon gets, a bigger run that Jordan can get off of turn 2. Jordan's just got to stay in that wake now as James Pierce and that gap between Jordan Whiting and himself continues to grow. Here comes Jordan Whiting off of turn 2. Let's see what he can do now. And we got a yellow flag.
Oh. It's Renner, I believe.
All right, let's go back and look at that yellow flag. All right, Nick Renner through turns 1 and 2 grabs the apron just like Swindell through turns 1 and 2 and goes right around there.
Ooh, we almost had that thing saved there for a second. Matt Yost again with evasive action to the outside. Great job.
All right. We'll go live once again. Javon is going to be leading this field. Still staying out front, holding back at Jordan Whiting. Lap 45 we are on right now. We're about to complete lap 45 as they cross the start-finish line. Tell taps in the chat. Holy yellows. Somebody chill these guys out. We're just getting the pre-race shakes on. We'll just shake it all out. Lap 45 of 150 so far. These guys have been doing a pretty good job. We had a really long green flag run there. And coming off of turn 4 now. Javon, no, he fakes him out.
Oh, he fakes him out.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Wow.
He got him.
Oh, man, I don't know, though. That's interesting. I figured we'd have seen a lot more pit stops than this. Getting some more fuel in these race cars. Interesting here. It looks like Javon's going to stay out. You got Cameron Keeley, Travis Smith, Takeshi Kita, Steven Downton all staying out as well. Multiple shakeups here in the field. This is interesting here, Tom. Strategies galore.
Absolutely. Jordan Whiting, let's see. It looks like he just might take some fuel here. He does. James Pierce coming real close there. Who's going to win it? Looks like Jordan Whiting did win it. Very close, though, as they're coming onto the track now. Corey Kobe coming out now. Matt Yost right behind him. Alexander Light coming out. Brad Haldane. Brad Haldane told us before the broadcast, Jay, he's going to be chilling out in the back. And he's been doing a pretty good job of that so far.
Yeah, he had an amazing save earlier. Man, went right through the grass, was able to hang on to that thing without any damage. And then he gets a caution in the right time, gets bunched back up. But yes, he has been riding in this Dodge all back here in the back tonight, staying out of any issues or anything that he thought foreseen going into this race. Doing a fantastic job. Comes down and gets some more fuel in this race car. This could be a big moment here for Brad Haldane, continuing with his strategy throughout this race.
Yep, absolutely. Telltap saying they've been making some top-notch saves. They sure have. Greg Court back in the chat. Cautions create cautions. Cautions breed cautions. It's a proven fact. Yes, sir, it is. Yes, sir, it is. Javon Thompson, though, once again, back out front as everybody's preparing to go back green flag racing.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Now we got Cameron Keeley up here in P2 for this restart. We've seen him make some really daring, aggressive moves all race long. Now he's got himself in a position here behind Javon Thompson. Maybe puts himself in the catbird seat here behind Javon. It's going to be interesting to see what Cameron Keeley can do. Like Tom said, really good in the LMP2 series. And Sunday, let's see what he could do here in this race as well. Making these moves, have a chance maybe for the lead.
Absolutely. A little bit of pit roads happening right now. Nicholas Pressey coming off right now, trying to put some more fuel in that Nissan-powered Indy car. As he is trying to coast his way back to the front, trying to save as much fuel as he can. As we go back up here to Javon, as it looks like we may go green flag racing this time by. You know, Jay, this is a pretty cool shot right here. You know, you really get to see the whole picture of what the driver is seeing. Seeing the wheels and the steering wheel. Javon working that wheel. Lights are off on the pace car. We are going green flag racing this time by. But Javon getting himself a little bit of a gap between the pace car and himself. And coming off of turn 4 now, it looks like Cameron Keeley is not going to get that great of a jump. But that might work out in his favor. The green flag is out in the air. And Javon getting a 0.5 of a second lead in front of Cameron Keeley now going into turn 1. We're going to watch this here because Cameron Keeley might have a little bit of a run here for Javon down the back straightaway as they go through turns 1 and 2. Already 0.2 up, and he's going to have to make this run happen very quickly here because he's got a little bit of pressure from behind. Travis Smith goes to the outside of Cameron Keeley now, and he's going to try to make something happen here. Still side by side now. Here comes Takeshi Kita off of turn 4, and he's looking, but Travis Smith still side by side with P2. Oh, he takes that position away, cuts the nose off the 63, across the start-finish line, and down into turn 1.
Wow, what a restart there by Travis Smith. Really set himself up well, but down Takeshi Kita to the outside of Cameron Keeley. Here off of turn 2, can he clear him here? We saw Travis Smith make that clear move on Cameron Keeley as well. Can Takeshi Kita do it? No, we're still going to be side by side. Here into turn 3, still battle for P3.
Still battling out here. You know what? Let's go, let's check out this camera as Takesha goes around this track right behind Cameron Keeley to the right behind him. He might be trying to make a little bit of a run here through turn 1 and 2. As you can see him purposely increasing that gap, hitting the bottom side of the track now. Let's see what he can do coming down the back straightaway as the draft really doesn't form for him at the moment. And he's going to find himself maybe in a little bit of a battle with Steven down behind him. As you can see, these guys are still jockeying for position off of turn 4.
Yeah, you see Travis Smith, he made a move there in 1 and 2 to the outside, wasn't able to make anything develop, but he's got another big run here off of 4. Can he clear Javon? We haven't seen anybody be able to make this outside line work.
Whoa!
Oh, big crash in the back! Big crash! Big! Jordan Whiting! Oh, no! No caution, though. As he's got that whole right front is destroyed on that 24 Chevrolet.
The right side is absolutely gone. The right rear's gone. The right front's broke. He's just trying to get that thing off the racetrack. Don't stop. There's going to be a caution. Keep that thing going as we go back to the front now. Travis Smith and Javon Thompson going at it here. Now down into turn 1. We're seeing some more 3-wide action back there. But right now, Javon still holding on to the lead of this race. Whoa, a little bit of contact.
Oh, more contact. Oh, that's James Pierce and Cameron Keeley. Oh, my goodness. How did they not wreck those race cars? Unbelievable. And now Takeshi takes advantage. We're side by side again for the lead. Here comes Travis Smith still working this outside line with Javon. They go by Whiting there on the apron. As they're still side by side as these boys are checking out for the field right now. Still battling for the race lead. Travis Smith still holding this outside line. Still digging. Trying to get by Javon.
This is very impressive to see Travis Smith go around the outside and stay on the outside. As they go into turn 1 now, he's going to lose that position, but he's going to get that draft just a little bit more, but he's not going to make anything of it. Coming back here to P3, Takeshi Kita and Nick Renner now, they're working together to get back to the front here as Travis Smith tucks in behind Javon Thompson's rear wing. So does Nicholas Renner. Now he shoots to the outside of Takeshi Kita off of turn 4, side by side now for P3.
Yeah, still side by side. Travis Smith gets another big run here. He's going to take it back to the outside of your race leader, Javon, here in a turn 1. Can he make it happen? We've seen many guys try this all night long, and nobody's been able to get by Javon. He's doing such a great job holding this lead, as he is going to clear him here off at turn 2. As now the field's getting a massive run behind. There's Gregory Shaw there. Then we got Takeshi Kita, Renner looking to the inside. Here comes Brad Haldane. Where did he come from? He's trying to go to the lead.
3 wide for P2 at the moment, coming off of turn 4 now. Brad Haldane all the way on the outside. Travis Smith now. Let's see if he tucks in behind Javon. He does. So that puts Brad Haldane as the sole car on the outside lane. Matt Yost now trying to sneak his nose in inside of Brad Haldane. It's not going to happen this time by Brad finding himself in P3 now, coming down the back straightaway.
Yeah, bad Brad Haldane up here to P3, but all in the back all day long. And now here comes Smith to the outside. Haldane's looking to maybe go 3 wide. He's going to stay behind him. But Travis Smith, this might be the run he's been looking for. He got a massive run. Here comes Haldane. We're going to go 3 wide for the race lead. As now Matt Yost was looking for 4 wide there.
Matt Yost almost had the perfect run there as he was going to try to battle for the lead, as now Brad Haldane and Matt Yost go side by side for P2, or P3, sorry, as they come off of turn 4. Now, oh, we're 4 wide down the back straightaway. Look at this. Brad Haldane to the outside. Here comes Travis Smith to the outside of Javon Thompson into turn 3. They're still side by side. The only car that's been able to go side by side with Javon this whole race for a long, extended amount of time has been that number 69 of Travis Smith, as now we're 3 wide for the lead going into turn 1.
Here comes Matt Yost. He has found himself back to the front of the field again. As we're 3 wide behind there, there's James Pierce with Takeshi Kita, Cameron Keeley to the outside. This is crazy. This is for P3. We're looking maybe at 4 wide again. Unbelievable. Cameron Keeley threading the needle there in between Yost and James Pierce, as he's going to move himself up to a P4 position now.
What a great run so far for Matt Yost as he continues on. Takeshi Kita, though, holding on to P3 at the moment. Matt Yost taking it 4 wide, 3 wide. Once again, coming down the front straightaway as Cameron Keeley gets shuffled out by James Pierce now. Javon Thompson still holding on very strong to that lead. Matt Yost getting a little bit of dirty air there as now Takeshi Kita is going to get a run on Travis Smith here. Oh, he's not going to do anything with it. And here comes Greg Shaw, maybe giving a little bit of a bump draft.
Whoa! Oh, Gregory Shaw's back in the wall here. No caution here. They might be able to get to out of harm's way and down pit road. Takeshi Kita's going to lose a ton of time here. He's back to P12 now.
No, don't stop. All right, back to the front now. Javon Thompson going into turn 1. Holding strong still on the outside. That's Travis Smith off of turn 2. Still side by side now. Look at this run he's got. He's actually past Javon, and he's making up time. Is he going to make the pass on him into turn 3? Wow, oh, it's so close. Travis Smith almost making it happen, but he did not. Unbelievable what he was able to do on the outside there down the back straightaway. He's going to try to set up this run once again now going into turn 1. He's going to have a little bit of pressure by James Pierce now, who's got to run, but he's going to hold back now as Travis Smith is going to develop another run here off of turn 2. Look at him go.
Here comes Travis Smith. He got another great run off of turn 2. He is just being relentless up here on the outside. If he can get to the front of this field, he might be able to control the lead like Javon. Still wheel to wheel here. He's not going to be able to stay side by side. Javon just so strong down there on the bottom. But now we're going to get huge runs behind him. Here comes Cameron Keeley. Here comes Matt Yost. Oh, Travis Smith losing some time there. Here comes Keeley to the outside.
Into turn 1 now, almost 4 wide for P2. Look at him go. Nicholas Renner on the outside of Matt Yost, but he holds back. He's not going to be able to go on the outside of Matt Yost. Here comes Travis Smith once again with a little bit of a run. Let's see what he can do here now going into turn 3. As we're right above him, they just go nose to nose here now. Going through 3 and 4. Let's see if the 63 of Keeley can get a run here now coming down the front straightaway. And here he goes to the outside. Matt Yost behind him across the start finish finish line and into turn 1. 3 wide for the lead of this race.
3 wide for the lead of the race. Does anybody have anything for Javon here? He's just doing so good, keeping it right down against the white line. As now Travis Smith has got a contest here from James Pierce. Here comes Matt Yost to make it 3 wide for P2. These guys are duking it out. Renner and Keeley lurking here in the background. You got Haldane back here as well. We got about 8 of these cars under a blanket trying to battle Javon for the race lead.
Now 3 wide for P2 across the start-finish line. The number 1 car, James Pierce, might be saving a little bit of fuel behind Javon. That might be his strategy. But Travis Smith, that's not his strategy. He wants back to the front. He was the only guy to go side-by-side with Javon at all this race and hold on to it, let alone getting out in front of him. That 69 car is extremely fast tonight as he continues on in P2 to try to get around Javon. Now in the back, we had a little bit of contact here besides with Cameron Keeley and Steven Down. They straighten it out. And now down the front straightaway, still side by side for P2.
Yeah, that was tight moments there. As now James Pierce is to the inside of Travis Smith. Here comes Matt Yost to the outside. Matt Yost has got a good run. Can he keep it going, though? It doesn't look like he's going to be able to keep that momentum rolling as we're still side by side here for P2. James Pierce and Travis Smith. Travis Smith is making this outside line work like nobody else has been able to do all race long. Still holding on to that P2 position here off of turn 4. Here comes James Pierce.
James Pierce still to the inside. Travis Smith on the outside. Travis Smith, unbelievable what he is able to do on that outside right now. Here comes Matt Yost with a little bit of a run. Where does he go with it? To the outside once again? No, he's going to tuck right back in behind Travis Smith. Maybe he can get a little bit of a run here down the back straightaway, take him 3 wide into turn 3. Maybe he can make something happen with it. No, he's going to hold strong in that P4 position going into turn 3. Now here comes Cameron Keeley to the outside. 3 wide for P4.
Yeah, we got Renner, Yost, and Keeley looking 3 wide off of turn 4. It looks like Keeley's not going to be able to keep to that outside line. Renner grabbing a little bit of the apron there. That was close. As now look at Steven Down up on the outside. He's moving. He's flying right now up on the outside line. Can he keep it rolling? As now Keeley's going to go back to the outside of Renner. It looks like Yost has cleared that inside line of Renner. Can he keep it going to the inside? Does he take it to the inside? Does he go back to the outside?
These guys side by side battling for first, second, and third right now as a little bit of close contacts have almost been made. Almost maybe a little bit of cautions there. You can see Brad Haldane hanging in the back there. Steven Down hanging in the back there as these guys continue to duke it out. Now cross start finish line into turn 1. Javon Thompson still leading this race as now Travis Smith finds himself tucked behind Javon Thompson in P2. He's going to the outside. Let's see what he can do here down the back straightaway. This may be it.
Did he time the run perfectly? Got a great run. Can he carry it into turn 3? He's still to the outside. This is the closest he's been to making a run in for the lead. Oh, he's going to be barely to the outside. And no, Javon's going to clear him. Here comes Matt Yost. He's got a good run behind. Oh, Travis Smith had to lift there before running into the gearbox of Javon. That's going to slow him up here a little bit. Matt Yost now trying to make something happen here on the outside.
Into turn 1 now. Matt Yost now going side by side with Travis Smith into turn 2 with Matt Yost on the outside. A little bit of help from Cameron Keeley and Matt Yost. Oh, here comes Smith once again to the outside. Is he going to make something happen here? It does not look like it. Now through turns 3 and 4, the 69 of Travis Smith not going to make anything happen. James Pierce now to the inside of that 69. Here comes Matt Yost to the outside. 3 wide, 4 wide, trying to push themselves forward here at Auto Club.
Oh, Travis Smith is in the meat in the middle here of this sandwich. He's going to be able to clear Matt Yost and Keeley here. Keeley and Yost almost make contact again. Almost contact again. As now Matt Yost is going to fade back here to 5th. Here comes Renner. Here comes Travis Smith going back for P2 on James Pierce. Here comes Renner. We're making some moves up here into turn 3.
Renner had a huge run going there. Couldn't get it and make it run. Couldn't make it run together. Coming down the back straightaway. 3 wide now for P4 as these guys continue to duke it out. Try to get around Javon, and they just cannot at the moment. Travis Smith being the closest one to be able to do that, but so far now he finds himself on the outside, losing some positions here. Nick Renner now finds himself in P3, and he might have a run here to try to get something done, but he's blocked by the 69 of Travis Smith through turns 3 and 4 now, as we're seeing another 2 wide situation. Behind him, Cameron Keeley, Matt Yost now off of turn 4. Everybody seems to go single file now for the top 4.
Yeah, your top 9 here have built a big gap here to P10. So this is from Javon all the way back to Kobe there in P9. As Travis Smith still working this outside line, goes around Renner. Can he keep it moving up here on the outside? Keeley still working the outside. You see Steven Doughton back there still working the outside. And Renner, can he make it happen? You're on the inside of Travis Smith. Renner up to P3. He's doing a fantastic job right now moving through these boys as well as Keeley losing some time. Here comes Matt Yost to the bottom.
All right, as these guys continue to go side by side, let's go on board with Matt Yost, and let's see what he's seeing, because this is going to be very interesting. Matt Yost has been jockeying for positions this whole race, and he's been doing a phenomenal job of it. You can see now the kind of runs that these guys get going down the back straightaway off of turn 2. Matt Yost kind of pedaling the gas pedal there now coming down the back straightaway, maybe wanting to stick a little bit with Travis Smith in front of him. As you can see him coming through turns 3 and 4. Now off of turn 4, he's going to go right back down to the bottom and try to get a draft.
Yeah, he's going to get right here in line behind Travis Smith. He looks like he's going to peel out here into turn 1. Oh, Travis Smith wanted to peel out. He goes with a massive run here into turn 1. He's going to get to the outside of Renner. So is Matt Yost. This is a great onboard, seeing the runs develop, what these guys are seeing behind the wheel, these race cars. As Travis Smith, I believe, might have cleared Renner here. Matt Yost still working the outside line. Travis Smith still working the outside line. As look at Haldane, where did he come from? He's up to P3.
Wow, Brad Haldane coming out of nowhere right now off of turn 4. It looks like he might get a run here on Travis Smith. James Pierce, there he goes. He's to the outside of James Pierce. Is he going to be able to do anything with Javon now? Here comes Keeley to the outside. He may have had a two-man roll. Oh, look at Smith. He might be in a little bit of trouble there. He holds on to it. Now Matt Yost to the inside of him. Brad Haldane finding himself in P3 side by side with P2 at the moment. And now runs develop. Here comes Matt Yost once again.
Matt Yost has got an absolute rocket ship underneath him tonight, making moves on inside, outside, just keeping himself relevant up here at the front of the field. He's side by side with James Pierce, but here comes Travis Smith, the unrelenting drive he has had all night long. He's continuing to work this outside, trying to get to the front of the field. Look at Doughton. Yeah, some of the moves that these boys are making tonight is just absolutely thrilling, on the edge of your seat action, as now Travis Smith is going to go to the inside of Steven Doughton. Steven Doughton being the pioneer up there on the outside line, and now Matt Yost trying to get side by side with Renner again. Is Cameron Keeley's trying to get his nose in there as he's running P4 on that inside line. Everybody's trying to rotate down to the bottom, but Matt Yost is still digging up here on the outside. He's got something in this race car, and he's proving it here in front of everybody.
Doughton down pit road. This is pit cycles happening right now, and Steven Doughton elects to be the first one, as now we complete lap 76 on to 77 now. Javon Thompson still leading this race, coming down the back straightaway now.
Yeah, we'll see how this all plays out if anybody else decides to pit, but we're 3 wide action. Keeley making some moves. Holy cow, bottom shelf to top shelf around the outside of James Pierce here in 3 and 4. He's going to try and stay to the outside, carry this momentum to the outside. Matt Yost looking to make it maybe 3 wide here across the line. These guys are going to continue 3 wide. No, 2 wide into turn 1.
No, it's still too wide. Brad Haldane getting a little bit wide there, holding on to that Indy car as he comes off of turn 2. Cameron Keeley, the first car on the outside lane, going side by side with James Pierce at the moment. He's got a little bit of help from Matt Yost behind him. Now into turn 3. Cameron Keeley is leading that outside line. It looks like he may not have a lot of speed like the other cars who have been able to hold on to that outside lane, but nonetheless, he is making it work with a little bit of help from some friends. Here comes Brad Haldane to the outside. Now through turns 1 and 2, Brad Haldane still 3 wide off of turn 2, trying to get around Matt Yost and Travis Smith, coming down the back straightaway, and still 3 wide. These guys are kind of Brad Haldane does pull back on the throttle there as Cameron Keeley still holding that outside lane. Here comes Javon! Javon down to pit road!
Yeah, this is huge. Executing on pit road. This could be where you win and lose this race, as Haldane is digging on pit entry. Gained a lot of time there to Javon. Pit sequences have begun. We'll see where all this blends out as we continue with their top 6 still battle for the lead. Keeley looking for the lead on James Pierce, who's holding that inside line. Here comes Matt Yost. Where does he take his run? He's going to go 3 wide. We're 3 wide for the race lead. This is incredible as Keeley takes the lead. Now Matt Yost takes the lead. Wow, what are we witnessing? 3 wide again for the race lead.
Off of turn 4, Keeley almost had it. Oh, he's going to pit. Cameron Keeley down pit road. Oh, Nicholas Renner, he's in the grass there.
Oh, Keeley might have made
contact.
contact.
He's sideways. He's through the grass.
I think Keeley made contact with the pit entry wall. He missed pit road. He was going in so hot, he missed pit road.
Wow, man, there's just so much going on here. Cameron Keeley, let's see if this can pull it up here. Holy cow, look at him. Oh, man. Coming down pit road now, the 63, Cameron Keeley. Oh, he locked it up. Oh, man, he barely missed it. Holy cow.
Man.
That's terrible news for Cameron. Travis Smith down pit road as he's now coming off. Jeff Wubker coming down pit road. James Pierce still leading this race. Corey Kobe on the outside of him now. And Matt Yost trying to maybe get a run here as he tries to get back to the front of this race.
Yeah, unbelievable turn of events. Oh, we got a yellow. That changes the race. Unbelievable in the middle of a pit sequence. Oh, no. Oh, it's Dallas Seward with some big right front damage.
All right, let's see. Oh, look, hit the white line through turns 1 and 2 there. And let's see how it all unfolds. Gets real sideways there. Smacks the outside wall. That is how the cookie crumbles there tonight for Dallas Seward. Hopefully got a quick repair for him out there as he's coming across the start-finish line. Pit road not open yet. James Pierce, though, look at that. Leading the field.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how this cycles through. I couldn't imagine that your top 3 here, even your, well, I believe it's all the way down to maybe Ritter's, that haven't made a pit stop yet. This is going to be interesting because Javon, your race leader, he is trapped a lap down. So is Brad Haldane, Steven Doughton. This is big news. These guys are going to have to get their lap back here, probably take the wave around. James Pierce actually might be sitting in the catbird seat here. The long strategy here on pit lane. Wow. This race just got turned upside down here on lap 83.
And here they all come down pit road. Everybody up to 10th place will need to pit in order for these guys behind them to get their lap back. And it looks like everybody does. So all these other guys, Javon's going to get his lap back. Brad's going to get his lap back. Steven, Travis, Takeshi, Cameron Keeley, all going to get a lap back here as they all come down pit road now. And we'll see what Corey Kobe does. Maybe James Pierce was leading this race. Put some tires, put some fuel in that thing as he comes out of pit road now.
Yeah, this race kind of just fell right into James Pierce's lap here. Now he's going to have the control of this race. We saw what Javon's been able to do all race long with the control of this race. Now it's going to be James Pierce's task to hold on to this race lead, as we're going to have a little bit of shake up here. We got Kobe up here in P2 on the race up pit road. Alexander Light is up here to P3. He was involved in 2 incidents earlier today. Still has a good, clean race car. Unbelievable. Matt Yost. And I believe that's Mulvey there behind him as well. Mulvey was involved in an early incident. He's back in contention.
Yeah, Alexander Light getting involved in a lot of wrecks tonight, finding himself back up in P3 on a very lucky caution. What a run so far by that 34 so far. As we'll go back up here. Brad is down pit road. Jeff Wubker staying out. That might be... I don't know what Brad's doing here. Oh, he is on the lead lap. So he's good. Jeff Wubker is going to be the first wave around. Javon Thompson, the second wave around. Steven Doughton, going to be a wave around. Travis Takesha coming down pit road. Will not get a wave around. Richard Swindell, though. Look, we saw him early caution tonight. He's going to get a lap back here. Find himself back on the lead lap. Cameron Keeley going to get back on the lead lap as well. Brad Haldane still on pit road. It's interesting. I wonder if something else happened to Brad here as he now finds himself a lap down.
Yeah, that's very interesting because now he is a lap down. Don't know, maybe having some issues here. You know, he's going to roll off pit road now, but he is a lap down. I don't know what's going on here with Brad Haldane. This is so unfortunate. Big news here in this race. It's been fast all day long.
All right, we have let all of the lap cars go by. Everybody's going to get their lap back here. Javon is going to lead that pack of lap cars. He is currently P11. James Pierce, though, he is going to be leading this field to green. Lights off on the pace car. We're going green flag racing. This time by, ladies and gentlemen. And we're on lap 85. We're going to be completing lap 85 at the green flag. So, over halfway now. And, ready for some more great racing. All right, as you can see, everybody now bunching up on the top side. As James Pierce now gets control of the race. And he hits the gas. The green flag is out in the air. Corey Kobe not getting a great restart, but it might work out for him as he gets that draft through turns 1 and 2. Alexander Light behind him. Now in the number 34, he's going through turns 1 and 2. He's got Matt Yost behind him and Ryan Mulvey. He's coming under attack by Matt Yost, but look at this, Corey Kobe, he just takes the lead by command now, as he now finds himself out front leading this race. Matt Yost and Alexander Light going at it for P3.
Yeah, what a great restart there by Kobe to take the lead, but Matt Yost going around Alexander Light. That's for P3. He makes the pass. Matt Yost with a rocket ship. Now he's up here to P3. What does he have to say about the race lead as Kobe continues to lead her on lap 87? Headed for turn 1.
Into turn 1 they go now. Matt Yost so holding on to P3 at the moment, not electing to do anything with the car in front of him of James Pierce as they come down the back straightaway. Now Rob Collier back there trying to make some moves to get himself to the front. And Rob Collier sticking to the outside. Here comes Nick Renner once again as he squeezes back to the inside lane off of turn 4. He finds himself behind Ryan Mulvey and Alexander Light. As these guys come across the start-finish line, they're all single file for the top 5.
Yes, Collier and Seward both using that outside line as everybody else goes back to the inside line. Single file action right now here at the front of the field. See if anybody could develop a run here down the back. Matt Yost maybe looking for James Pierce. Battle for P2. Here comes old Matty Yost going for P2 on James Pierce.
On the outside of P2 now through turns 3 and 4. They're still side by side. And James Pierce might be looking to the inside of Corey Kobe. It's not going to happen. He's going to stick right behind him as now Matt Yost also pulls back in line. And these guys go single file once again here at Auto Club.
Yeah, as we see Matt Yost fall back in line here behind James Pierce, maybe develop another run here. James Pierce has been content all night long running there in that P2 position. He has got maybe in the catbird seat where he wants to be. Is now you see Kobe continue to lead here into turn 3. Matt Yost, Alexander Light there 3 and 4 trying to build up a run here as we see a little bit of jockeying for position back there. It looks like Collier's trying to get to the outside of Renner. And also, I believe that's Mulvey there in P5. Dallas working the outside line as well.
Oh, gonna take it 3 wide here. Here comes Dallas to the outside of Collier. Going into turn 1, 2 wide now as Dallas Seward is ripping the billboards, and it's not going to work out for him as he loses a lot of time to Rob Collier now as the 64 of Takeshi comes to the outside. Almost a 4-wide situation there with Dallas Seward going into turn 3, but these guys straighten it out now through turns 3 and 4. Dallas Seward is the first car on the outside all the way back in P8.
Yeah, as these guys are continuing to fan out here across the start-finish line as the field is bunching back up together again. Collier takes it to the bottom here. Oh, look at Keeley going to the outside of Dallas Seward. Unbelievable move he just made. There's Dallas is getting a great run here on Mulvey. This is for P5. Continuing to work this outside line. Look at Keeley trying to make it 3 wide here. We're 3 wide here down the back.
3 wide going into turn 3 now. A little bit of wiggle there by Smith, but he holds it straight. Dallas Seward's going to hold strong onto that position. That outside lane still not broken in yet. We're 4 wide. Coming across our finish line. Lots of bumper rubbing there. The 64 Takeshi, he's going to back out of that situation. Travis Smith, though, finding himself back up front. Now look at Cameron Keeley, Dallas Seward. They're finding themselves back up front too. Dallas Seward might be going for the lead here down the back straightaway. Oh, we're wrecking in the back.
Oh,
Matt
big
Yost.
wreck. No, Matt Yost and Mulvey. Big contact into the wall.
That's Smith. Travis Smith.
Oh, Travis Smith. My bad. Oh, it's so unfortunate. These guys have had rocket ships all night long. The pioneers of the outside line all night long. Big contact for both of these guys down the back.
All right, let's look at this yellow flag and see what happened here between these two guys coming off of turn 2. Oh, wow. Whoa, something must have broke on Travis's car there, because he just went after Matt like a Sidewinder missile. Holy cow.
It looked like maybe it got bigger run than he expected. Maybe the front end of that thing is broken. I don't know. That was weird. It's like the car just hooked a left on himself. Like, I don't know. Just went straight. Maybe the steering was broken on that race car. Maybe that contact that he had there with, I believe it was last time by, he made contact there with the 63 of Keeley. Maybe broke something in the suspension there.
Let's go on board. This is very uncharacteristic. This isn't Travis Smith here to do something like that.
Oh, he's turning right. You could see in his wheel, he's holding it right. Maybe something did break in the front end of that car.
Nonetheless, huge contact with the outside wall. Matt Yost is going to have to pull out the backup car, and so is Travis Smith as they try to continue on in this race. Looks like just like a big old series of unfortunate events there. As now we see a little bit of pit stops happening here. Jay Dallas Seward finds himself up front. Cameron Keeley, Stephen Downton, Richard Swindell, Corey Colby coming down pit road. James Pierce, Alexander Light, Ryan Mulvey, Nick Renner. So now everybody comes to a stop. We'll go and watch Alex's pit stop as let's see, no tires, just some fuel there for that number 34 machine. James Pierce does come off pit road. Maybe just some fuel for him as well. As you can see, Corey Colby all the way back here now to P9, right in front of Rob Collier. A little bit of interesting strategy calling going on here tonight. But look at this, the 38 of Dallas Seward now leading this race.
Yeah, wow. Where did he come from? He was just wrecked about 10 laps ago, and now here he is in the front of the field. How things could change in an instant here. And we're going to have Cameron Keeley here in P2. Stephen Down P3. Swindell! Wow, where did he come from? He's up here to P4. James Pierce P5. And then after that, it's most of your guys that just made a pit stop there, shaking up the running order. Javon, guy that's controlled the entire first half of this race, back at P12. Let's see what he can do to get back to the front of this field.
Yeah, I wonder how his strategy changes now, Jay. He said he wanted to try to keep up front. Maybe the strategy now is to stay back, wait till the end of the race, and then try to make a move. Because, yeah, it's been pretty wild out there, for sure.
Yeah, he's got a rocket ship. He just doesn't have the track position right now. We'll see what he can do to get that track position back. So we're going to have another one of these single-file restarts. If he could get a good enough run off this initial start, maybe he can pick a couple of these guys off, get himself in position. We haven't really seen him use that outside line all night. He's had that thing pinned right down on the bottom. See if maybe he's going to figure something out here on the outside line, make some moves.
Absolutely. But right now, all the news, Dallas Seward in that Porsche-powered Dallara IndyCar. Out front with the lights off on the pace car. We are going to go green flag racing this time by. Jay, we're looking at just about 55 laps to go when the green flag drops. Is it go time?
I think it's go time. If you don't have track position, I think you got to start getting track position here now, because as this race continues to tick off lap-wise, we saw the field spread out before on a wrong green flag run. If we get another one of those, you definitely want to be closer to the front. There's some guys that I believe we haven't seen all the cards be played yet. I don't think we've seen everything out of Cameron Keeley. I don't think we've seen everything out of Stephen Downton yet. I think James Pierce, I think he's just been laying in the weeds all race long. Let's see what he has towards the end of this race. Alexander Light, he's up there at P6 as well. Keep your eyes on that mighty fast BMW machine.
Yeah, absolutely. You bring up a great point in Pierce there. He has been kind of just chilling out there in P2 all race. And it wouldn't surprise me if he had an absolute rocket ship as well. But going into turn 3, Dallas Seward now hugging that outside lane, the wall, and trying to protect that outside lane. we're going to watch him come off of turn 4 and restart the race. The pace car is off the racing surface, controlled to Dallas now as they come off of turn 4. Dallas Seward now hitting the gas. The green flag is out in the air, and that gap between himself and Cameron Keeley might be a little disturbing, as Cameron Keeley's already starting to catch him a little bit now coming into turn 1. Let's see what happens here now into turn 1. Cameron Keeley getting back to the rear bumper of Dallas Seward. He's going to look to the outside. Here we go, down the back straightaway, side by side for the lead.
Yeah, he built a big run here through 1 and 2. It looks like he's cleared Dallas. Does he come down? No, he does not come down. Here comes Dallas Seward back to the inside, going back for the lead. These guys are still wheel to wheel here off of turn 4. Dallas and Keeley battling it out. Looks like Dallas is going to retake the lead this time across the line.
Lap led to Dallas Seward now down the front straightaway and into turn 1, side by side with Cameron Keeley. And they're still side by side through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Stephen Dalton. He's going to get a run of a century now coming down the back straightaway. And look at him go, 3 wide, splitting the gap. And he takes the lead. Stephen Dalton in the 09. He's now out front at point, and he passes the 63 and the 38 by ease. Down the front straightaway, he leads this lap.
Wow, Stephen Dalton threading the needle. He's to the lead. As now we got a side-by-side battle again here between Dallas Seward and Cameron Keeley. Oh, here comes Whiting. I believe he's a lap down, though, but he's going to maybe mix it up here with the leaders. Oh, he shoots it to the bottom of Keeley. Big aggressive move out of Whiting. As now Dallas is faded back here to P3. As now you see Keeley to the outside trying to make a move on Stephen Dalton for the race lead. As the whole field is bunching back up here again.
Off at turn 4 now, Steven, he's holding strong on that inside lane. He's going to protect that with all he's got as he comes across start finish line. Cameron Keeley's going to try to go and overtake him now into turn 1. Look how close they get. Into turn 1 now, Cameron Keeley couldn't get it done. He's going to lose a little bit of time now on the outside lane. As you can see, here comes James Pierce once again with that rocket ship down the back straightaway, and Stephen Dalton still out front.
Yes, now here comes James Pierce. We were wondering, is he just laying in the weeds there? Here he is, moving up to P2 as we're 3 wide here. Is Keeley still working the inside? Here comes Showtime up against the boards up there at 3 and 4. He is flying right now as Takeshi Kida throws a block, trying to prevent him from getting around the outside. As now Keeley still working this outside line. Takeshi Kida, we're 4 wide. There's so much going on here in a turn 1.
Jordan Whiting almost to the inside of James Pierce now going into turn 1, but off of turn 2, he holds strong behind him. Stephen Dalton now protecting that inside lane with all he's got, and it's 4 wide, 5 wide into turn 1. Unbelievable! And they hold it straight. We're still 5 wide through 3 and 4, and they hold it straight. Unbelievable! Here comes Matt Yost to the outside. He's in P3. Across the start finish line, here comes Javon. He's in P2. Look at him go. 4 wide into turn 1.
It's go time here at Auto Club. We got 50 laps to go, and everybody's trying to lead this race. Now Matt Yost to the outside. Here comes Javon 3 wide here down the back. Javon with a massive run. We're 3 wide for the race lead. Downton, Yost, Javon all battling now. Here comes James Pierce back on the inside. Oh, it was so tight there. As now it looks like Matt Yost to the outside and down for the lead.
Matt Yost lost the wing. Oh, it came back! Unbelievable! He just regenerated that thing like no other, like an octopus! Going into turn 1 now, 3 wide, 4 wide, as Matt Yost still holds on to that outside lane in P2. Here comes James Pierce, once again on the inside to hold on to P2, and everybody seems to fan out just a little bit more. Here comes Brad Haldane back up to the field, and he's on the lead lap. Unbelievable what he's been able to do there, as they come off of turn 4 now. Stephen Dalton still leading this race.
Yes, we're still side by side here for P2. James Pierce, Matt Yost. Here comes Whiting. He's trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way around the outside of Matt Yost. 3 wide into turn 1. Look at Haldane with a massive run. Had nowhere to go with it. But look at Keeley. He's working the outside line. We're 4 wide again. Right under the inside of Brad Haldane. Where did he come from? As we're still jockeying for positions down the back.
3, 4 wide now up front as James Pierce is on the inside battling it out with Matt Yost as he's back up to the front. Brad Haldane, oh, he goes to the outside. He almost makes big contact there. Here comes Rob Collier. He made contact with Jordan Whiting off at turn 4, and they keep it straight. He's all the way on the outside. He's going to lose a little bit of ground here, though. Not the optimal lane that he wants as Cameron Keeley finds himself going back to the outside as well. Maybe a little bit of a run here down the back straightaway. It's going to be really hard to hold on to that run on the outside lane, especially 3 wide. He's got to cut down in front of Yost if he wants to make something happen, and it's not going to be able to, but that was 4 wide for the lead there into turn 3. Off at turn 4 now. Stephen Downton still leading this race with Matt Yost on the outside of him.
Oh, we're looking at 5 wide again. Unbelievable. Collier using that outside line. We're 3 wide for P2. Keeley still working that outside line. James Pierce is out the outside. Matt Yost the meat and the sandwich. He's going to be able to clear Keeley here off of turn 2. He's going to drag race with James Pierce down the back. Can he get a run here on Stephen Downton, who's controlling his race? Here comes Collier. Way to the outside. Send it on in there. Showtime as he's going through 3 and 4 now. Way up on the outside. Whiting's the meat and the sandwich there. Matt Yost getting a big run. Here comes Keeley. 3 wide for P2.
3 wide for P2 across the line. Here comes Jordan Whiting to the outside. Oh, big contact. Oh my gosh, they hold it all together. 4 wide for P2 in a turn 1, and they hold it all straight. Unbelievable what these guys are doing right now down the back straightaway. These guys are so aggressive. They know it's go time. It's coming to the end of the race. Here comes Stephen Downton, Matt Yost in a turn 1, and we're 3 wide, 4 wide for P3. We've got a lap car of Jordan Whiting back there as well. He's trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way as they come across the line. 4 wide now, going into turn 1.
Yeah, these guys are unrelenting. The laps are winding down, trying to get to the front of the field. Keeley still working this outside line. Collier still working the outside line. Whiting with an aggressive move on Matt Yost to the outside. He's still trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way here. Here comes Collier way up on the top shelf. Send it up there, way up on the outside. Still trying to get by these boys as Matt Yost is still side by side here with the one of Pierce. Oh, maybe contact there. Oh, is Javon's fading down there on the apron? What happened to Javon? Oh, no.
Lots of contact made there between himself and another car. He saved it coming down the front straightaway. What a great save to keep himself in the race right now as Cameron Keeley is now way back there. Matt Yost, the first car on the outside. Here comes Cameron Keeley once again with the run. He's going to go 3 wide for P2. Here comes Rob Collier now on the outside. 4 wide for P2 through turns 3 and 4. Coming off of 4 now. Stephen Downton still leading this race, and we're going to complete lap 108 on to 109 now.
Yeah, these guys continue to battle it out. You see Collier and Keeley being super good. Here comes Javon. Where the hell did he come from? He's shooting the gap here in a turn 1 and 2. He's back up to a P5 position. Unbelievable, this 93 car. The resolve as it goes to the outside of Keeley and Whiting now. Got to run on Matt Yost now. He's still working this outside line. Here comes Javon Thompson and Brad Haldane now working the outside.
What a run these 2 cars has. Here comes Rob Collier to the outside. Oh, we're wrecking!
no!
Cameron Keeley! Jordan Whiting is through the grass! As he
save it!
Did he save it? He did! Look at that! Jordan Whiting still on track. Unbelievable! As they come off at turn 4 now, side by side for P2. James Pierce still holding on to that P2 position. Javon now holding back behind James Pierce as Matt Yost and Rob Collier go to the outside. 3 wide for P2. Brad, he wants his nose in and he's going to get this draft down the front straightaway. Look at him go! 3 wide for P2. Coming to complete lap 10 on to lap 111 now.
Yeah, Matt Yost using this outside line, Brad Haldane, working this outside line, trying to get to the outside of Matt Yost, as they're going to stay side by side here, 2, 3, 4 rows deep, as Collier's trying to make it 3 wide again. Brad Haldane trying to find somewhere to go. He's going to get to the inside of Yost for 4 wide down the back. Here comes Haldane with a massive run into turn 3. He's going to get to the outside of your race leader, Stephen Downton. We're still dragging it. Here comes Matt Yost with another run on the outside. We're 3 wide again for P2. James Pierce, Brad Haldane, and Matt Yost.
3 wide now going into turn 1. Stephen Downton might put a little bit of block there on Brad Haldane going into turn 1, but he holds it straight all the way back down to the bottom. Brad Haldane holding holding strong on the outside. Now here comes Matt Yost to the outside of him. 3 wide for P2. Here comes Collier. P for 4 wide for P2. Unbelievable what these guys are doing right now as Brad Haldane does come off of turn 4 now, leading that outside charge. He's side by side now with Javon Thompson there in P3, and he's going to work his way back up to P2. 4 wide for P5. Unbelievable. These guys are going at it.
Yeah, these guys are just duking it out, trying to get this track position. Now Dane's going to clear Javon up to P3 up there on the outside. Does he stay to the outside? As now James Pierce, he's going to be a sitting duck here to Haldane, who got a massive run here. He's going to take this momentum around the outside of James Pierce. Can he clear him here? There's still going to be wheel to wheel here for P2. As now you see Javon and Keeley wheel to wheel behind. Steven Down doing a fantastic job controlling this race as the rest of the field is just jockeying for position behind.
Unbelievable what we are witnessing right now. Coming into turn 1 now, still side by side for P2. Rob Collier trying to come on the outside now. 3 wide for P3 as these guys continue to duke it out down the back straightaway. Maybe a little bit of a lost run there, but here comes Brad Haldane to the outside of James Pierce now as he goes through 3 and 4. Oh, very close there off of turn 4 now, still side by side. Oh, Brad got a little loose there. He held on to it and coming across the start-finish line. Here comes Rob Collier. He's got a huge run.
Here comes Collier threading the needle there. He's up to P2. Put Showtime in P2 up there on the outside. He gets right in front of Keeley there. That was a great drive just to get himself up there to P2. James Pierce still working the inside line. Here comes Craig. Here comes Showtime to the outside of Steven Down. This is a battle for the lead here in the turn 3. Collier working this outside line. Oh, they get real close. The contact is made. Contact is made out through 3 and 4. Collier's going to lose a lot of time up here on the outside.
Collier is now going to drop just a little bit here as now Steven Ritters finds himself in the top 5. Look at him go as now Cameron Keeley leading that outside charge in the number 63. He's going to try to go against Steven Down on the inside here as Steven Down might be losing a little bit of handling on that car. He does. No. He's dropping back. He's dropping back. That's not good. That's not good at all. What's going on with Steven Down is now Matt Yost and Cameron Keeley are going at it for the lead of this race.
Oh no, big moves there by Steven Down, was doing so good. Now he's way back in the village. Oh, is it Renner sideways to the grass? Is he saving it? Oh, big contact with the inside wall. Can he get it back on track without a caution coming out? It looks like he will. Unbelievable change of events. Oh, Steven's missing a wing, isn't he? No, I don't know. Maybe the final pit stop of the race here by Steven Down.
Maybe the final pit stop of the race. He's going to go in threat of a lap down as we're still side by side for the lead now. Up front, Cameron Keeley holding on to that inside lane through 3 and 4 now. As we go side by side with Matt Yost on the outside of him. James Pierce still holding strong on the inside there. As now we got a couple more takers. Jeff Wubker coming down pit road. Coming into turn 1 though. Cameron Keeley still holding on to the lead with Matt Yost on the outside of him. Javon Thompson, James Pierce, your top 4. Rob Collier, your top 5 right now coming off of turn 2.
Oh, it looks like Matt Yost is going to clear the 63 of Keeley. He's got the lead, but here comes Javon. Javon Thompson going back for the lead, and he does it. The comeback tour of a century. Javon back to the lead of this race. Now Dane side by side with Matty Yost. Oh, as they got a big run here on Javon. Javon's going to keep that thing pinned to the bottom, right there in front of Matt Yost. Unbelievable. Javon back to the lead.
Unbelievable what that 93 machine has been able to do tonight. He finds himself getting in a bad strategy call, unlucky caution, and he's finding himself in the back. He's back to the front now, leading this race with only 30 laps to go here tonight. Unbelievable what that 93 has been able to do. Now, though, Brad Haldane leading that outside charge on Javon as he's got James Pierce behind him, and Brad's going to go all the way to the wall. Maybe let some people by. That's Dallas Seward. Look at him go. He's getting a little bit of a run here down the front straightaway. He's not going to do. Oh, James Pierce is around. That's a big wreck in the fence. That's Cameron Keeley, Steven Ritters. Oh, no. A huge wreck going into turn 1 at Auto Club.
Uh-oh, Houston, we have a problem. Take off into turn 2.
Wow. What happened here? Let's just take this real slowly as we go through the wreck. Coming into turn 1. Maybe a little bit of net code there? Oh, no. That's terrible. Steven Ritter's just trying to avoid, really nowhere to go. Dallas, huge contact with the wall. So does Rob Collier. We got Steven Ritters. We got Cameron Keeley way up in the catch fence there. Oh, no. This is just terrible.
Oh, man. Keeley's car is bouncing like a bouncy ball here in turns 2. Unbelievable. Rocket ship. Not the rocket ship you want. Unfortunate. Still bouncing down the inside there. James Pierce, Ritters. Lots of these fast cars all night long. He's still bouncing around.
Wow. A lot to unpack there. One of the biggest things here, though, Jay, Steven Downton finds himself a lap down with that early pit strategy call.
Yep, I was thinking that same thing. So unfortunate. He was doing a great job from the front. But we're going to probably have, this might be the final pit stop of the day here. Get your final set of tires. Javon Thompson, unbelievable drive tonight by this man. He is just absolutely unrelenting. Got back to the lead. Let's see if he can execute one more time here on pit lane.
One more time is all he needs now coming down pit lane. Let's see what he can do. Motions was in the chat. Travis Smith lost picture in his center screen. That's probably why he made a little contact there with Matt Yost. Very, very unfortunate. Javon easily wins the race off of pit road there. Brad Haldane coming off P2. That's a great position to be in for Brad Haldane in P2. Oh, man, this might set up to be a great race down the back straightaway. We'll go back to the chat here. Motions. Couldn't see what he was doing. Matt Cummings says, dang, that's rough. And then Greg Court in the chat. This race is intense. Dale, yeah, it's intense. This is awesome right now. Brad Haldane and Javon Thompson in 1 and 2. Richard Swindell in P3. Look at this. Alexander Light, P4. Ryan Mulvey, P5. James Pierce in the chat. Just disgraceful racing. I advise you go back and look at that replay just a little bit, sir. You might see a little bit of a different picture there. As we go back to the front, Javon going to be riding around the apron. As, Dallas saying he's out of the race. Might, used enough of, those quick repairs. Look, he's got a lot of damage on that car. That's just so unfortunate there for Dallas. He had a great run tonight. And,
yes.
hoping to see that 38 atop the podium at the end of the night. But yeah. Nonetheless, though,
put on a show for sure.
For sure, that's what I was gonna get to, Jay. There's nothing to hang your head down about that. Dallas had a phenomenal race, and Dallas, it's all learning experience. Next time we come back here, you'll be that much better.
Yes. I just want to say, what an unbelievable race. All these drivers, at one point or the other, have put on just an absolute show. We saw some 5-wide racing, Tom. Unbelievable. I don't think we're done. I don't think we're done with the 5-wide stuff. I believe we're going to see a little bit more of that as we're winding this baby down here at Auto Club. Lots of fast guys up here at the front. We're going to see what these guys can do as this race winds down. But look who's back in the lead lap. It's Steven Downton up there in P11. Does he have anything to say about this race win?
Wow. He's got a chance. Anybody's got a chance right now. We'll see what Brad can do. This is going to be very interesting. If anybody can get around Javon, Brad could possibly be one of them now. As they go into turn 3 and through turns 4, the lights are out on the pace car. We are going to go green flag racing this time by, as we see Javon take control of the race here. The pace car is off of the racing surface, and control into Javon's hand, and he is hitting the gas. The green flag is out in the air. Brad Haldane now getting about a half a second gap between himself and Javon. That could be just perfect for the draft that he is going to need down the back straightaway. Now going into turn 1, Brad Haldane following in the tracks of Javon now as he finds himself coming off of turn 2. Let's see what he can do now coming down the back straightaway. It might be not enough. He's got a huge gap between himself and Javon as he comes into turn 3. Here he goes to the outside. He's got all that speed. Let's see what he can do off of turn 4.
Wheel to wheel here for the race lead. Haldane versus Javon. Haldane still working this outside line. Can he get by Javon? It doesn't look like it. Looks like Javon's going to clear, maintain the lead here. With 26 laps to go here at Auto Club, as your front two are checking out from the boys in the back, or in the back there, P3 beyond.
Absolutely. Look, this could be another opportune time for Brad to lean back just a little bit more and grab another run coming down the back straightaway. Oh, he has it! He has it! Brad Haldane to the lead here at Auto Club. 25 laps to go at the stripe, and he finds himself out front. Javon Thompson now to the outside. He's going to try to lead this lap. Oh, he steals it away from Brad. Now going into turn one. Look at Javon. He's got an absolute rocket ship now here at Auto Club. Brad Haldane could not compete with that down the front straightaway. Let's see what he can do down the back.
What an absolute move there by Javon and Brad. As now Brad's going to get another massive run here. This is exactly what he needs here in a turn three. He's going to get wheel to wheel. Javon, does he not be able to hold on to it? He gets a little tight there. It looks like Javon's going to hold the lead. But here comes the field barreling behind. I believe that's James Pierce. Is that James Pierce trying to get one of his laps back the old-fashioned way? Here comes Matt Yost. Matt Yost on the outside.
Pierce is a lap down now, so he's just going to have to try to get his lap back the old-fashioned way. Matt Yost is helping the one car down the back straightaway. Here comes Collier to the outside. He's currently P2. He's 3 wide for the lead right now as Rob Collier goes way to the outside, and he's going to try to hold strong there. He's not going to get a draft like what he wants to, but off at turn 4, Brad Haldane still sneaking up behind Javon and Rob on the outside.
Yeah, these guys continuing to battle it out. Here comes James going 3 wide through the middle, trying to get his lap back. He's going to go around the 39 of Haldane, but here comes Matt Yost with a big run here as well. Off of turn 2, can he carry the momentum down the back? He's going to go to the outside. We're 3 wide again. Matt Yost trying to get to the lead. Here comes Renner. Where does he take his run?
Oh, Brad's on the white line. Oh, does he save it? He does. Wow, what a save. We've seen all night long anybody who touches that white line, they spin out, but not Brad. He gets it done and keeps it straight here, finds himself at P2. Look at him to the outside. He's going to get the run now into turn 1.
Side by side, wheel to wheel here for the race lead. Haldane looking on the outside, still trying to get by Javon. Oh, here goes James Pierce to the outside, making a little bit of a wrench in this lead battle here. Is now Haldane's going to fall in right behind Javon. Continue to follow in his tire tracks here.
Oh!
As James Pierce still trying to get his lap back. Here it comes. Is that Renner's up there? Where did he come from? He's to the outside of Renner.
Off at turn 4, Javon hit the white line in 3 and 4. Almost opportune time for Brad to get underneath him. Did not take it, but now he's still stuck behind him as the pack now catches the lead group. Brad Haldane to the inside. Matt Yost, the meat in the sandwich with Steven Ritters on the outside as they come off of turn 2 now down the back straightaway. And these guys are just duking it out. Here comes Matt Yost. 3 wide for the lead here into turn 3.
Matt Yost with an absolute rocket ship, still working this outside line, but here comes Renner to the middle. Oh, right up to the rear gearbox of Pierce. Oh, Haldane's still trying to work the inside. Pierce going to try and get to the outside of Javon, trying to get his lap back. This could be huge if Javon loses that position there to the one of Pierce, put him in the dirty air. That's not what he wants. As James Pierce continues to fight here on the outside. Haldane looking to the inside of Renner, who's up to P2. Oh, it's real tight there off of 2.
Renner now on the outside helping another fellow lap down guy as he finds himself a lap down as well. James Pierce and Renner finding themselves trying to get their lap back the old-fashioned way off of turn 4 now. Brad Haldane is, whoa, we're real squirrely here. Oh, they hold on to it. Wow, what's going on with Brad's machine as he might be finding himself in a little bit of an oversteer situation off of turn 4 and into turn 1 now. 3 wide for P2 in front of Javon, or behind Javon.
Yes, we got Matt Yost trying to move by Brad Haldane for P2 as they're in the mix with these lap cars here, trying to get some positions sorted out here. Oh, wheel to wheel there in a turn 3. Near contact between those two as Collier's still ripping the outside. His Ritters is in the mix. Alexander Light to the inside here. He's trying to make a move. He's up here into P4 as he goes by Ritters.
Still behind the leader, Brad Haldane in P2. Matt Yost, Rob Collier now 3 wide for P2 as Matt Yost loses a little bit of time. Oh, there's contact!
Oh,
Brad Haldane
no!
in the air! Steven Ritters once again in the wreck! Oh no, not good for Brad Haldane.
Oh no, takeoff there by Brad Haldane. Loses the front wing, gets airborne. Big damage here by Haldane. Unfortunate, had such a fast race car tonight. Oh no.
Hopefully that's just some front wing damage there for Brad. It might have a little bit of floor damage as well as he comes across the line. The right side floor looks decent. Obviously can't really see everything that happened there, but let's go back and look at the yellow flag here as we see what happened to Brad Haldane. We'll bring it on back just a little bit here. Now through turns 1 and 2. Remember that one car and that green car that you see above Brad Haldane, one lap down. So they come through turns 1 and 2 now. Looks like Renner and Haldane made some contact there. Brad going for a freaking ride there. So he goes way up in the air and way up in the air again. Steven Ritter's really nowhere to go at these speeds. And you know what? I think we should rewind it just a little bit, Jay, and take it at full speed because slow-mo really doesn't do its justice.
Yeah, and keep your eyes on Steven Doughton, that blue and red car in the middle. Look him thread the needle here. Woof!
There's a couple of angles here, Jay. Look at Alexander Light here. Alexander Light did get a little bit of damage here, but let's go on board with him and see what happened. Oh, big contact. Oh, man. Nowhere to go for him either. And
I don't think he has another quick repair either, so that's going to be pretty big detriment to him for the rest of his race.
Absolutely. You see the wreck happening in front. Whoa! Man, that was close for Steven. Barely squeezing by there.
Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And Brad now coming back out on track. That's a good sign. He's going to find himself fighting for position once again here on track. As Jordan Whiting now on the lead lap as well. A great run for him so far. Steven Doughton finding himself P10 at the moment. Brad Haldane P12. And let's see. Nicholas Renner in pit road P15. James Pierce P16. As Javon still leads this race.
Yeah, Javon up here in the lead. Matt Yost, Rob Collier. All some zip tie racing boys up here at the front of the field. Unbelievable. Ritter's had some damage. I don't know how much damage he got. It's still showing him up here in P4. He elected not to pit. He is missing looks like, no, he isn't missing a wing. I don't know. Didn't get a lot of damage out of that incident.
Well, we know he made a little bit of a kiss with the front nose cone of that number 39. So maybe a little bit of a flat head there by Steven Ritter's, but nonetheless, still out on the racetrack. Greg Court in the chat, you can't make that much closer for SK. Look, SK, just wow, that wreck avoidance that he had during that last yellow flag was just crazy.
Yeah, that was wild. I mean, he just kept his foot in it and just picked the spot that he needed to go, and he made it right through that wreck. He's right now in P10. Back in P10, I believe he just made that pit stop. So, now, we got 15 laps to go, Tom. Looks like the lights are out on the pace vehicle. We're going to have 14 to go when we go green. Does anybody have anything for Javon here? We've seen how fast Rob Collier, we've seen how fast Matt Yost have been all night long. Maybe Matt Yost sitting in the catbird seat here as this race winds on down.
Absolutely. Off at turn 2, Javon's going to hug that outside wall. He's going to get prepared for the restart here. As they come down the back straightaway. All right, again, that second place position is very strong, but holy cow, did we see Javon Thompson turn on the afterburners or what on that last restart with Brad Haldane? Does it matter? Does it matter now if you're restarting P2?
I think there's still something to be said about being in P2. I don't know, man. That Javon Thompson car, he is mighty fast. Put in the work. You could tell. He's really got a rocket ship tonight. Got the speed. Let's see if anybody can do anything to contest. Matt Yost really been making that outside line work all night long. I think that we're going to be in store for one of these fantastic finishes.
Absolutely. Pace car off the racing surface. Control to Javon. Let's see what he does here. Green flag out in the air. The gas is being pushed in by Javon all the way down. And he gets a huge jump over Matt Yost. 4/10 this time. Matt Yost is going to get that draft now going through turns 1 and 2. Rob Collier, he's going to get even a bigger jump as he gets the draft from Matt Yost. Let's see how this plays out down the back straightaway as we now see Matt Yost get into the rear bumper of Javon Thompson. He's not going to go anywhere with it. Rob Collier, though, he is. He's going to go to the outside. Let's see what he does here. Does he pass Javon? Oh, man, they're side by side, wheel to wheel off of turn 4.
Yeah, Showtime really trying to make that outside line work. Javon, Matt Yost falls in line right here behind Javon as you see Collier still working this outside line, still trying to make it happen. As Javon leads them all down here at turn 1. Your front four kind of checking out the outfield right now early in this run. Who's anything for Javon? Matt Yost continues to follow. Collier still working the outside.
Steven Ritter's now up into P3. He has passed Rob Collier, now coming down the back straightaway. They're side by side into turn 3. Let's see what Steven Ritter's can do here with a little bit of draft that he can get off of turn 4, as now they coming off of turn 4. He's going to get a run down the front straightaway. Rob Collier is going to go to the outside of him before. Let's see what Rob can do here now up into P3. He's going to go side by side with Matt Yost as they go into turn 1. Oh, real close there. Maybe trying to grab a little bit of draft. Here comes Nicholas Pressy on the outside of Rob Collier down the back straightaway.
Oh, here's Rob. He's going to split the needle there between Pressy and Yost. He's going to type that outside. Still trying to make it happen. He's a lot lower than he has. We literally with the lead. Showtime. And Javon working over the south front of the field. Here comes Matt Yost. Here comes Pressy. Where did he come from? He's going to spin the ball forward. Here comes James shooting the lead again.
Into turn 1, far wide for the lead, Rob Collier. James Pierce on the outside. Again, a lap down at the moment as he's trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way. 3 wide for P2. Matt Yost to the inside. Rob Collier, the meat in the sandwich. Here comes Brad Haldane once again to the front. Into turn 3. He's going to run with Rob on the outside, and let's see what they could do.
Oh, man, he's still sideways. Oh, he saves it. But we're still 7-7 for P2. Looks like James Pierce on the left guard is going to go 3 wide again with these boys. It's Matt Yost. Collier's going to go.
Off of turn 4 now, Rob Collier on the outside of Matt Yost. Not going to make it happen. Brad Haldane trying to shove the gap, and he does, but Rob Collier thinks better of it. Now going into turn 3, James Pierce once again on the outside. And Rob Collier off of turn 4. He's going to try to work that outside lane now as he continues to come across start-finish line. Some more jockeying for position now going into turn 1.
Yeah, going into turn 1, we still got Matt Yost on the bottom. James Pierce trying to get his lap back, but here comes Steven Doughton. Where did Steven Doughton come from? He's working it up on the outside. Go out 3 wide for the lead. Where did SK come from? With a massive run to the lead. Did he make it happen? As to our 4 wider comes out the head. 4 wide. Unbelievable. Yeah, as we're still battling it out here, as James Pierce still trying to get his lap back. As you see Matt Yost working the inside. Here comes the Brad Haldane on the outside. Collier's up here on the outside. Still trying to find a way around Javon Thompson, who's doing a masterclass job at controlling this race. Brad Haldane still working the outside over, trying to get to the outside of Matt Yost. Here comes Whiting. He's back in contention. Whiting's up here to P4, trying to go around the 39 of Brad Haldane. Is James Pierce still working this outside line? As here comes James Pierce trying to go around Javon Thompson. Here comes Haldane, 3 wide to the outside. Here comes SK. Oh, he's there. Mirror contact made it a turn 1. Here comes Matt Yost to the inside. Javon continues to lead. James Pierce playing a little bit of a roadblock here for everybody battling for P2. Here comes Haldane. We're 3 wide for the lead down the back straightaway. Javon on the inside. Haldane way up on the outside. Here comes SK trying to make it. Oh, SK makes contact. Big wreck in the back. Big wreck in the back. Unbelievable what we just witnessed here. Multiple cars wrecking. Haldane's around. I believe SK made some contact, I believe, with James Pierce there.
A big wreck ensuing into turn 3 and through turn 4. Let's go back and look at that yellow flag and see what happened as they were coming through turns 3 here. We'll go slow motion here, maybe a little bit of a better picture. Oh, Steven Doughton made contact with James Pierce. A lot of netcode between Steven Downton and Brad Haldane, Rob Collier getting collected, Jeff Wubker getting collected there as well. Steven Downton missing that whole front wing as carnage ensues behind him. Unbelievable. As we're coming down to the end of this race, nobody is giving up anything.
Yeah, that was absolutely insane. He's crab walking now. That thing is big broke by Brad Haldane. Put on a fantastic show here tonight. Was up here in contention for the win. Unfortunate end here for Brad at the end of this race. Really put on a show for everybody at home. So did Steve and Rob, both involved in that. Looks like Whiting's heading down pit lane. Now, we're going to get one more restart here to end this race. Javon Thompson, Matt Yost again. This is going to get wild.
All right, back to the action here at Auto Club. Javon Thompson out front after another wreck happening through 3 and 4. And we're going to be looking at maybe, what, Jay? 1 or 2 laps of green flag racing?
Yeah, this is going to be maybe a bad spot to be in for Javon. We've seen how good he is on restarts, but if Matt Yost can time this restart perfectly, make the move on Javon, maybe Matt Yost is sitting in the catbird seat. This is unbelievable. He's had a rocket ship all night long. So is Javon. And it's crazy. We're coming down to these two guys at the end of this race. After everything that's happened throughout this night, it's Javon, Matt Yost leading this field here towards the end of this race.
Unbelievable what Javon has been able to do tonight as he finds himself back up front once again. And right now, look, Javon's been very strong. Matt Yost has been very strong. But what about this guy right here, Steven Ritters, in the number 99. A phenomenal drive at Sebring. And Jay, it looks like it may be the same way here at Auto Club.
Yeah, he found himself on the podium last week at Sebring after having a terrible start to his race. He's had some pretty good strategy staying out of the trouble here early on. Finds himself in a top 3 position late. Maybe he's got a chance at this win here tonight if something goes awry with those front 2 leaders. Maybe he can time it perfectly and get by them both, because we're going to have, it looks like a 3-lap shootout to the checkered here, Tom. Unbelievable.
Yeah, this is you know what? Like Greg Court said in the chat, there's no better way to finish this race than what we are experiencing right now. Javon Thompson, the absolute rocket ship for tonight, puts it on pole, out here leading the most laps, and he finds himself out front with just about 3 laps to go at the green flag. Javon, an incredible run tonight. Matt Yost, an incredible run tonight. Finally getting some good luck in that number 70 Subaru-powered IndyCar tonight. And then Steven Ritters, a phenomenal race as well. Your podium so far, Takeshi Kita in P4, Ryan Movey in P5. That's your top 5 right now. But Javon, coming off of turn 4 now. Pace car off the racing surface, control to Javon. Off of turn 4, and he hits the gas. Green flag out in the air, and he gets a huge jump over Matt Yost. 4/10 right now. Steven Ritters all over the rear bumper of Matt Yost. He's looking to the outside going into turn 1. Can he make it stick? Can he make something happen here? No, he can't. He's going to have to duck back down and try to get a draft down the back straightaway as Matt Yost might be putting the run on Javon. No, he's not. Here comes Ritters to the outside in turn 3.
Here comes Ritters. Here comes Takeshi Kita. He got shot out of a cannon. As now Ritters is side by side for the race lead with Javon. They're going to continue side by side here. This is unbelievable. 3 more cars. We got 2 laps to go here at Auto Club. 3 wide for P2. Ritters is the meat in the sandwich. Takeshi Kita up on the outside. Down here into turn 1.
2 more laps to go around here. Matt Yost holding strong on a P2. P2. Steven Ritter's on the outside. Here comes Ryan Mulvey now down the back straightaway. He's got to run. Oh, Steven Ritter's had a run. He had nowhere to go with it. Ryan Mulvey now side by side for P2, and they're coming through 3 and 4 now. It's Mulvey, Javon still leading this race off at turn 4, coming to take the white flag.
White flag is in the air. Oh, Yost goes around. Big crash. Big crash. Are we still going to stay green here? It's now we see Javon continuing to lead. Takeshi on the outside. Here comes Mulvey. He might be sitting in the catbird seat here. He's going to have one more chance. And Javon, he takes it to the outside down the back. Side by side. Oh, here comes the 86 of Kobe. Oh, and look at the 19 of Mulvey for the race lead. Here comes Steven down. Oh, he turns Mulvey. Big crash. Javon, your race leader. Here comes Whiting. We're going to have a drag race to the line. Who's it going to be? Still side by side. It's Javon wins it. Javon wins the Auto Club West Coast 300.
0.008 of a second between Javon Thompson and Jordan Whiting. What a run he had to come back here tonight to finish P2. Nicholas Pressey with the right front off of that thing, coming home P3. Unbelievable what Nicholas was able to do.
Unbelievable. We start with Javon and Jordan Whiting at the front of the field. They controlled the first half of it, and it ends with those two in a freaking drag race. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Unreal. Unreal. What a drive there by Javon. Takes this victory, controlled this race, showed his muscle. Whiting was multiple laps down. Recovered all the way back to a P2. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable for sure. All right. Wow. Motions in the chat. That sucked for Mulvey. Greg Court. Have you ever? No, sir. No, sir. This right here, Nicholas Pressey. The right front is just being held on by a tether right now. And he crosses P3. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. When you think you've seen everything in motorsports, there's something like this happens, and then it just like, what happened?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
All right, let's go ahead and let's get this going here, Jay. Look, this is Nicholas Pressey finishing P3 tonight. Let's bring him down. Nick, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do have a copy, Jay. How are you doing?
Oh, man. How are we doing? How are you doing, my guy? Look, you come across the line with just the tether holding onto that wheel. What was that final lap like?
Well, I got a pretty poor restart. I don't mean to call anyone out. It's just that, there was a car that we knew was having a bit of trouble on the restarts. And I ended up getting caught up behind them. Knowing that this was the last restart, I just said, you know, it's just, map 1, gear 6, full throttle, pray for the best. Going into turn 3 on the last lap, everyone was pretty much in a one tightly packed group. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but a massive wreck. I caught the front end of it, but thankfully able to keep control of the car long enough to get away from the front of the mess, which is what allowed me to get P3.
Yeah, but coming through turn 4 there was a big accident there. You find yourself in a little bit of trouble, right? Did you just... What was going through your head? Because, I mean, you saw the damage on the right front of that vehicle. I mean, it's obviously... it's got to be pedal to the metal. But did you feel like you could actually hold on to a P3?
Thought if actually it let off in turn 3, I saw was when I saw the wreck as it was forming, because I thought I could still go for the win if I had managed to cut under it. I admittedly did expect more people behind me to get through that wreck, but it really did seem like I was the only one that got through with most of their speed retained. So I thought to myself, had I been in it, you know, I didn't think I was gonna get P3, if I'm being honest.
Well, nonetheless, Nick, you ran a great race. You capitalized where it needed to be capitalized. You come out here with a P3 finish on the podium. A great points day for yourself as well. leading into this very long IndyCar season, the Nexus Grand Prix Championships. Great night tonight. Congratulations once again. I'm going to hand you off to Jay. Jay might have a few questions for you, and then we'll round this up. But so, Jay, take it away.
Oh man, congratulations, Nick, on your P3. I wish I had a better question, but I'm still trying to process what we just witnessed on that last lap. But we just saw the replay here on the broadcast. Unbelievable. You kept your foot in it. You can bring your home P3. Congratulations. Who do you have to thank for the performance here tonight?
I'd like to thank people over here at the NSR. Yeah, they put on a good production for this season. This race was admittedly a bit more hectic than I had in mind. You know, it really messed with the fuel strats, but all in all, for the most part, everyone really kept it together. So, and that's what really allowed this opportunity at the end. I'd like to thank Trip Design the Collectibles for being on board with me this year. You know, it's always pleasant to know that there's a little bit more security in your ability to do sim racing. Friends who watch this stuff, I'm sure they'll be amused to see how this one turned out, no less. I'd like to thank you guys for putting on a good show.
Well, thanks, Nick. We truly appreciate those kind words. We truly appreciate you coming out here, giving us some great on-track content, something to talk about. And Nick, congratulations on your P3 run once again. And Nick, I really hope to see you in the next one.
Thank you very much. So it's a pleasure.
All right, that was your P3 finisher for tonight. Let's go ahead and bring down your P2 finisher for tonight, Jordan Whiting. Jordan, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Hey, man. First off, what a phenomenal comeback race you had there. At the end, you were at points one lap down in the race. You come back. You find yourself in position in the final few corners of the race. You come home P2. What emotional roller coaster was this race like for you?
Honestly, I was gonna quit. I was 2 laps down. I was gonna quit halfway through the race, and with that one caution, I don't know how many to go, like 60 or so. That basically, I just told myself, I'm just gonna finish. But I honestly should not have come in second. That was one heck of a last lap right there.
Absolutely, it was. You know, the whole I was gonna quit part. I want to touch on that real quick. Because you didn't quit. You had the will to stay out on track here and try to get the best finish you can, and you come home with a P2. That's got to be a phenomenal feat for yourself that you just accomplished.
I mean, yeah, it was honestly a really tiring race too. Like, my hands hurt after about 150 laps.
White knuckling
it. But yeah, I just stuck through it. That middle part of the race was really boring for me. I was just sitting there lapping laps. I wasn't catching. I wasn't losing anything. I was just kind of sitting there. I was just by myself, lonely.
Well, nonetheless, look, you finished P2, phenomenal. Just phenomenal what you were able to do. And then, you know, you avoid the last lap carnage. You come home P2, a .008 finish between yourself and Javon. Did you feel like what more did you need in order to sneak that win away from Javon?
Honestly, I don't think I could have done anything else. I think I did the most that I could right there. I got the best out of my run. I used up all the gears. It's just, I think it was just Javon's night tonight.
Absolutely. Well, look, congratulations on your P2. I'm going to hand you off to Jay here. Jay may have a few questions for you. We'll round out this interview. Jay, take it away.
Yeah, Jordan, what was going through your mind there when you see the big wreck happen in front of you and you're side by side with Javon to the line? Did you think, like, holy cow, this could happen? Like, is there anything that crossed your mind there?
Yeah, I was just astonished by what I saw on my left. It was like, I can try and get the win, but I really did not have enough speed there at the end to get up to him.
Alrighty. Well, my final question here, after your P2 finish, who do you have to thank for this amazing performance and the will to not give up? Impressive.
Honestly, just me. I don't have anyone in particular. Just me not getting mad at myself.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, congratulations on your P2 tonight, Jordan. Thanks for coming out, giving us some great content. And Jordan, we'll see you in the next one.
See you guys.
All right, that was Jordan Whiting, your P2 finisher for tonight. A phenomenal run. I mean, really, we could take 20 minutes to talk about this, Jay, but just overall, a phenomenal comeback by Jordan. 2 laps down. 2 laps down, and he came back. Unbelievable. Well, now, with that being said, let's go to our race winner, Javon Thompson, in the number 93. Let's bring him on down. Javon, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, you do.
Wow, my guy. You know what? Look, I really do feel like, and Jay, I might be wrong, I really do feel like I've been taking away Jay's questions here. So, Jay, I'm going to let you go first here because you deserve it, okay? Go ahead. Let's start this thing off.
Yes, Javon, congratulations on this amazing race you had. We interviewed you in the after qualifying. You said you had this strategy planned out. You wanted to stay in the front of the field. But then you see a caution fly right during the middle of a pit sequence. It puts you buried back in the field. What was your thought process there when you got buried back in traffic? Did you think you had anything to come back up to the front?
I definitely did, and I was kind of hoping for a little bit more carnage to work in my favor. And, you know, for the most part, it did. When I got back on the lead lap, cut right through, got back to the lead.
Yeah, you did a fantastic job getting back to the front of the field. But what was your secret here? Because it seemed like when you had control of this lead, when other people were leading the race, it seemed like other people were able to get around the outside, maybe make a pass. Nobody really had that for you tonight. You had that thing pinned right down there on the white line. What made you so good when maybe others didn't have that speed or that ability to control the lead like you did? What's your secret?
Well, 2 things. Number 1, practice. Doing lots of practice. Seat time is gonna help you out here. And number 2, and this is honestly more important than the first one, is don't touch the white line. You know, it's no bueno. It's no bueno. I even messed up and hit it a couple of times and saved the car, but don't hit that white line.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Javon, I picked you at the top. I'm glad I didn't jinx you. I thought I did there for a second with that all-time caution, but you just had the pace and the will to win tonight. Congratulations. I'm going to hand it back over to Tom. I'm sure he's got a question for you.
Javon, when are we going to get the Crip Walk video?
Yes.
You want to race now. You want to race. You got to be excited.
I don't know. I will put some serious consideration into it.
Yes! Yes!
I love it. I love it. Javon, with your P1 finish today, who do you have to thank for this amazing run?
SK for putting up with all the bull crap that we put him through. I know that over the course of the last week or so, things have been kind of testy, and you know, he deals with us day in and day out. So I appreciate the fact that he has the patience to deal with us.
Absolutely. Steven being a huge key player in putting on these races, we truly appreciate him as well in giving us our start for broadcasting. And here's to the never-ending Nexus Sim Racing League. And for many more awesome years. Congratulations, Javon, on your P1 tonight. And I know we will, but we really do hope to see you in the next one.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. That was your race winner for tonight. Wow. What a race that we got to witness here tonight, Jay. I mean, unbelievable what we got to witness. Look, Auto Club. It is a damn shame we don't have this track anymore because unbelievable. Just you can't get that anywhere else.
It was unbelievable. We said at the top we're going to see some 5-wide racing. We saw it here tonight. They did not disappoint, these drivers. Every single one of them put on a fantastic show. At one point or another, we saw guys trying to make the outside line work. We saw 3-4 wide racing. We saw just the not quit attitude out of a lot of these drivers, especially towards the end of this race. Jordan Whiting, he was started up there P2. Him and Javon looked like they had this race in control. James Pierce was up there as well. Those guys look like your podium drivers for tonight. They had the fast cars. And then we saw Rob Collier. Steven Doughton led laps tonight. He put on a show. Brad Haldane, bad Brad Haldane. Wow, he put a show on for you guys at home. Unbelievable. He left it all on the line here tonight, and it didn't work out for him at the end, but wow, what a show he put together. And we saw all different guys mixing it up for the race lead. Unbelievable. I am so happy for Javon. Unbelievable race he put together. I picked him at the top of this race. I knew this was just a night. It just felt like Javon's night. He's so good in these Indy cars on ovals. I've seen it firsthand, and he goes out and proves it here tonight. He was really the only guy that would be able to control the lead once he had the lead. We saw other guys try it all night long, weren't able to really control it as they wanted to, but Javon was just unstoppable. So happy for Javon. He finally gets a win here in the next sim racing league that we get to broadcast. I'm so happy for Javon.
Absolutely. A great race. A lot to unpack there. But Javon coming out on top towards the end of the race, grabbing that checker flag and securing himself as a winner in the Grand Prix series here with Nexus. So, with that being said, let's wind this down a little bit, Jay. Look, we've got a lot of great and cool stuff coming your guys' way. Boy, man, Jay, we're almost a month away. Almost a month away from Dega Games. Look, we're going to be having a great, friendly, very friendly competition with King of Camo. We're going to be doing lots of fun stuff. There is going to be a podcast, okay, April 12th. Put it on your calendars. It's going to be a podcast of the King of Camo and Dega Boys all in one, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Dega games coming up. So, mark that on your calendars. That's going to be really fun. If you guys want to have some great Dega Boys merch, check this out right here. Big Daddy NASCAR hats coming for you guys. We got lots of cool stuff on our merch store. Always being updated, always being refreshed. So go ahead, check that out. Go get yourself some great merch. All the proceeds that go to that go right back into the channel to make better content for you guys. None of it gets pocketed. None of it. We are dedicated to make this channel the best motorsports channel on the platform. And, yeah, just our quest to be better. So, thank you guys. Also, if you want to be part of the channel, a member of the channel, go hit the join button on our channel page and choose a level that best works for you. Dallas Seward, a great member of the channel. Steven Downton, Kyle Hendricks, Teltaps. We got lots of people in there who come in and show their support to us. We greatly appreciate you guys and everything you do. Also, if you are a member, you have some cool benefits. You want to come on and do a broadcast with us? Come on. If you want to do a podcast with us, come on as well. We welcome all of our members to come on and do a podcast or a broadcast with us if that interests you. Look, we have lots of social media platforms. Make sure you guys go follow it. Instagram just created. Discord channel. Lots of cool stuff on there. Anything pertaining to the motorsports world news-wise, be updated. That's the greatest place to be right there for anything news coming out in anything motorsports. Go check out our TikTok, our Facebook, our X. We have a great diverse portfolio when it comes to our social media. So check that out. I'm actually going to hand it off to Jay here. Jay, why don't we talk a little bit about our podcast side? Maybe a little bit of watch parties going on.
Yes. So tomorrow, it'll be the Full Send Half Bass Podcast, episode 60. I'll be running a little solo tomorrow because Tom's got some big stuff going on tomorrow, so I'm super excited for him. Good luck to Tom in what he's doing here tomorrow. But I'll be here tomorrow, running a little solo, Full Send Half Bass Podcast, episode 60. I'll be talking about all the races this week, and oh my goodness, there was a bunch of them. There's a lot of drama to talk about, Formula One drama I want to touch on. A little bit of NASCAR stuff, some of the fan reactions to this weekend. I kind of want to talk about that a little bit. Also, IndyCar was back, and we saw a banger of a race. Penske is still on top of the world. I can't wait to talk about that with you guys. And then also, we had a little bit of VP IMSA action as well. I want to talk about that. It's a little bit of shenanigans there as well. So, some big stuff. Also, F1 Academy. I got some stuff I want to talk about, some F1 Academy this weekend as well. So, there's going to be some drama there. And then also be previewing the races this weekend, which include the Bristol races, the 12 hours of Sebring. I'll give you my full predictions and picks there. I might be a little wrong or a little biased on some of those, but I can't wait to share those with you. And then also, and then we'll be back on Wednesday for another broadcast. It'll be great.
Yeah.
So, and watch party. Watch party. That's what you said, Tom. We have a watch party coming up here. If you loved what you saw here on screen tonight, you love some IndyCar racing, we're going to be here on the 24th, Sunday the 24th. Mark that on your calendars. We're going to be here for the Thermal Club $1 Million Challenge watch party right here on the Dega Boys channel. You're going to be watching the race with us live as if you were right on the couch next to us, getting our live, unfiltered reactions to what's happening in front of us on TV. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Make sure to tune it in. Put the race on one screen, put the Dega Boys on the other. There's no better time than that.
Absolutely. Tomorrow, like what Jay said, I'm not going to be on the podcast, but what I am going to go do is I'm going to go to a shooting competition with the King of Camo. And we're going to get in their heads a little bit because I feel like they don't have a chance. So make sure to go to the King of Camo's YouTube page and type in hashtag Team Degaboys. Show some support for your boys, and let's get in their heads before the Dega games, and get that rolling. So, with that being said, this has been another phenomenal broadcast of the Nexus Sim Racing Crew, the Grand Prix series, here right on the Dega Boys channel. Thank you guys so much for coming out, liking, commenting, subscribing. It means so much to us. We love you guys so much. Every one of our supporters. Thank you. Just thank you so much. 12K subs. Unbelievable. Thank you guys. We love you guys from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much. But this has been Thomas and Jay in the booth. Thank you once again for coming out, and another broadcast done here with the Nexus Sim Racing Leagues. Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow for the podcast. Yeah. That's where I was trying to go to. I don't know where my brain... I don't know what the heck... Anyways, we'll see y'all in the next one.